Good morning, good morning, good morning, team. How's everybody doing, man? Blessed to see another day, man. We're back in the building. Charting Queen, I see you. Good morning, Low Boy. I see you. J24, also see you in the building too, man. Like I said, this is Fast Cash Friday. You already know how we trade on Fridays. And if you are new to my channel, welcome to J Trades TV, where we discuss all stock-related contents and much more. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to my latest followers. Let me give a shout out to Lambo Trading. Sprite the Right, and Legends for the follows. Thank y'all so much. Let me go ahead and give y'all a little shout out on that. Thank y'all for coming through. So again, thank y'all so much. And also, guys, like I said, if you're new, man, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, follow, whatever you can on any platforms. Let's help grow the community, and we're gonna keep it rocking and rolling. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our charts, and let's get ready to rock and roll. Let's go. All right, team, we are here in the building. We're here. As far as today, as far as our earnings, we don't really have anything major. But again, do remember next week we will have NVIDIA coming out on the 22nd. That'll be Wednesday. So definitely keep that in mind, team. As far as the economic data, the only thing I see that's coming out at 10 o'clock, well, we have two things coming out at 10. We're going to have the e-commerce retail sales coming out at 10, and also we're going to have the leading indicators, followed by we're going to have a few speakers coming out after that. Chris Waller, Mary Daly, and Hugh Baker. Well, they're going to have the rig count. But other than that, like I said, not too much major news coming out at this moment. But we will be getting ready for next week as we go into, again, we're going to have NVIDIA earnings and everything coming out, and much more. Let me move this out of the way. Do apologize for that. But yeah, so far so good. Let's go ahead and take a look at our charts. So as you can see, we did reach, as far as SPY, we did hit the levels of the highs of 531.52. We did come on down. As I told y'all, we're going to probably have that nice rotation. As we rotated up, we was going to rotate down. And as you can see, we did hit a bottom around that 528-ish area. You can see right here across the board, we went from the tops, rotated on down, and we're kind of like in this midpoint section, trying to get right back above the 530 marks. So right now we're gonna have a little challenge right here, this 529.50. We do break that 529.50. Do expect to push up to that 530 mark for possible rotation. And you already know, with today being Friday, we may have a nice little squeeze on our hands at the beginning of the day, and as lunch hour rolls in, you already know the volume is going to die down as we go throughout the day. But so far so good. Everything is looking good. Definitely keep my eyes peeled on this 529.50 mark to see if we're going to get that break, or will those bears hold this point down. So far I think we're going to have some pretty much some like I said, we're going to pretty much have some, I think we'll have a push at the beginning of the market. But how's y'all guys? Like, what are y'all game plans? What are y'all planning on doing? Like, are you going calls? You know, are you going long? Are you going shorts? What are your game plans as far as right now? Why is my other thing not on? I just noticed that on the side of my it's always something always off on this thing. I swear. Did I delete it? The subscribe button? Or did I change it? What did I do to it? Yeah, I just realized that little thing on the side. Subscribe. Let me see something real quick. I'm not seeing it. Oh, that's why. I must have changed the, ooh, that's probably what I did. Okay, I do see it. Let me stretch it out just a little bit. That's why I can't see it. It's on the side of it. But yeah, team, man. Like I said, I'm just keep my eyes peeled. Low ball, what you say? He said him playing it up today. Yeah, basically playing the upside. So like I said, right now it's looking like we're gonna try to get a little rotation back on up. And like I said, being Friday, we might get that little short squeeze. We go up first at the beginning of the market, and as lunch hour rolls around, we may start to fade on out. You know, due to the volume and everybody getting ready for the weekend. So right now, like I said, I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled at this 529.50 mark to see if we're gonna get that push above 529.50 for the run back on up to 530. Because right now it looks like we are somewhat in just like this little uptrend right now, trying to build ourselves back up towards that area 529.50 for the push on up to 530. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled on that to see if these bulls gonna run in at the beginning of the market. So right now, like I said, I'm definitely anticipating a push up first, which we may get encounter a little pullback and then a little push up, and then, like I said, after the lunch hours, we're going to probably start to fade back on down.
Von Ricks has correctly joined the channel.
All right, we know. Shut up. Anyway. let me create another. Let me see. Yeah, I think I accidentally took the little thing off the side of my account. But man, yeah, man, like I said, how's everybody doing, man? How's everybody morning? I know y'all gearing up today, Friday. I know y'all been banking Monday through Thursday, so let's see how Friday's gonna play itself out. So we all starting to get a little pullback right now. So let's see see how we forward as we do get this pullback. I'll definitely keep my eyes peeled. So I still think we're gonna have some more upside before the actual pullback, but I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled on that. So let me see what comes first. Either we're gonna get this pullback or we're gonna start to get this pushback on up. But right now, at this moment, we are pulling back at the moment. So we definitely are pulling back right now. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled because I know it's gonna be a lot of traps set back and forth. There's gonna be a lot of bad traps, a lot of bull traps. So I know as we pulling back, I'm gonna see if these buys gonna try to hold these key levels. As long as we stay on top of this floor here that we do have right here at this 528 10-ish level. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled on that to see if we hold this key level for the pushback on up. So right now we are pulling back, definitely pulling back right now. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled, looking at my charts on both ends of the table too, on both ends of the spectrum to see where we go from here. So right now I do see somewhat of a little doji forming right now at the moment. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled as we are pulling back. So I wonder if, like I said, it's two different ways it can go. Like I said, we can keep the uptrend going, or we can start a downtrend. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled. So what I can do is I can make a line for a potential downtrend if we don't break this key level. We can look at it from a downtrend standpoint. We have, you can see right here, we hit this top here, we come down, hit this top, come down like in this downtrend setting, back down to this key level, or will we continue this uptrend on up? So right now we're kind of in between, starting off already early in the morning between a downtrend and an uptrend. So I definitely want to keep my eyes peeled to see on how we're going to open up in the morning. We do have 4 minutes left, team, until the bell rings. So right now, like I said, I'm looking at it from both spectrums. I'm looking at it from an uptrend standpoint, and I'm also looking at it from a downtrend standpoint. And the downtrend started from yesterday from those highs of 531.50, and you can see right here we do have a little high right here at pre-market that we did hit and coming on down, which is making a downtrend from yesterday into today. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled on that to see which way we actually go, whether we we continue the downtrend or we continue the uptrend during this pullback. So right now I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled to see where we go from this point. And if we do pull back, like I said, we do have this flooring right here, this bottom level. It's going to be around this 428-ish level. So I'm definitely going to keep my eyes peeled to see where we go, where buyers are going to move in, which we already see sellers stepping in already at this moment, at this pullback. So I want to actually see where these buyers are going to move in. So again, whether we're going to start off on a pullback or we're going to start off on a push up. So I definitely want to keep my eyes peeled on that to see if these buyers are going to move in and start to push up early in the morning. Right now, I do see it a little. Toms, good morning to you, boss. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, so right now I definitely see a downtrend setting up at the moment from yesterday's movement to today right now in pre-market. So right now I definitely see a downtrend setting up right now. So I definitely want to see what we start off in the morning with. You know, where these buyers come back and push back on up, get back above 529 for the push back on up towards the 529.50s up to the 530s. So right now definitely seeing a little bit of a pullback right now. But like, again, it's going to be a lot of traps getting set back and forth. You're going to have bull traps, you're going to have bad traps, which you already know down here. We're going to pretty much have bad traps setting up at these lows where buyers can be sitting at, and we know that up here we're going to be having bull traps setting up for the basically with the bears holding these key levels. So I'm definitely want to keep my eyes peeled to see if we're going to get this push. You know, will these buyers move back on in at this 529 level, push on up to 529.50 up to 530, or will the bears continuously start to pull back down? So I definitely want to keep my eyes peeled right here at this level, as you can see right here. Starting a little downtrend already early in the morning, so I want to definitely see if we're going to get a continuation downtrend, or will these bulls hold this key level and actually start to continue and push the uptrend. So I definitely want to keep my eyes peeled on that level for right now. So right now we are in between. We are in between a downtrend and we are in between an uptrend. With the bottoms right here around this 528-ish, 528.10-ish level right here, we had this little rejection. Got rejected, and then we got the break right above that key level. So that's around that 528.10-ish level. Good morning, I'll see you in the building, boss. So yeah, definitely keep my eyes peeled. What we got left? We got 50 seconds left, team. So like I said, have your game plans ready. Do remember today is Friday. That we do trade a little different on Fridays. You know, the volume on Fridays can be a very illiquid. That it doesn't be as strong as between Mondays and Thursdays. So definitely gonna have a lot of ups and downs right now. But right now we're definitely seeing some pullbacks right now. Definitely seeing some pullbacks starting off early in the morning, which of sellers coming in right now trying to hold down this downtrend. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. So we're gonna see where we go from here. Definitely keep our eyes peeled. And then we do have what, it was 3.4 million. Let me bring up my spy. I'm sorry about that. Let me bring up the chart real quick before the bell rings. Got 10 seconds left. Here we go to it as quick as I can. Spy. Got 5 seconds left before the bell rings. So today, yep, 3.4 million. Bell is ringing, team. Let's rock and roll. Let's see where we go from here. There go that push. All right, here we go. Here go the push. Trying to hold up the uptrend, trying to break above that downtrend. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled. Again, excuse all the lines. I mean, it was due to all the choppiness right now. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled to see where we go from this point right here, to see if we're going to continuously hold this uptrend early in the morning, to see if these bulls can get that push on up towards the 529, 529.50 mark on up to 530. So right now, bulls are definitely stepping in now. After this little pullback, you can see them pushing. So let's see what's going to happen once we get to this 529.50ish level, as we move up to this level here, to see if we get that further push on up to the 530s. So let's see. So, because again, normally on Fridays, you'll get the push starting off. You'll get some good volatility early in the mornings from your buyers, and then we'll start to fade on off during lunch hours. So right now, I am expecting a push on up first. I'm expecting a push to see if we get it, to see if we can break above this downtrend, break the downtrend, and continue to uptrend as we rotate back towards the upside. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled to see if we're going to break out of this downtrend, and we do have set right here from that pre-market top. So I definitely want to see where we go from this point, to see if those bulls are going to hold and continuously push, to see if we get that move back on up towards the upside. So I am expecting a little bit of push early in the morning, you know, for the buys to move in, and again, as we roll around lunch hours, to start to slowly fade back on down.
Tom's son says, nice analyze.
Appreciate you, boss. Thank you so much, man. So yeah, like I said, I was just looking at it from both sides of the spectrum, because like I said, you can see that we do have this continuation, like this uptrend from this little bounce here, and then we bounced off that same trend line here on this side to see if we can continuously hold the uptrend. But we also do have a downtrend setting up from yesterday's high going into pre-market's high today. And as you can see, we are still testing this little area of this trend line, downtrend. As you can see, the market is the bears are slowly moving in, trying to hold it down. But I do expect the buyers to still push on up. So let's see what we get. If we can get back above the 529.50 level for the push back on up to the 530 level. So I'm definitely want to keep my eyes peeled to see if we get that little push first starting off before we get the fade. So let's see what's going to happen as we try to hold this key level here. So I'm definitely keep my eyes peeled. Let's see. Like I said, excuse all the lines, man. It's just due to, you know, again, I look at different time frames. So that's why I have a lot of lines in place. As far as the yellow line, which is basically off of my 12-hour chart. So do excuse that. But as far as today's line, I do have it connected here. The purple lines, as you can see, this little channel that we do have set up to see if we're going to hold this uptrend channel, to see if we're going to break out of that downtrend. So right now, I'm definitely keeping this on watch. We did have a little rotation from here to here. You notice from the rotation from your bottoms up to this downtrend portion here. So I definitely want to see if those buyers are going to hold and try to push back on up towards the 529.50, back up to the 530 level. So we'll definitely keep my eyes peeled on that to see if this level is going to hold. As long as we hold this floor, I definitely want to keep my eyes peeled on this for right now. So like I said, I do anticipate for the bulls to move in first to go on the push. But right now, I can see that it's still getting a little weak under this downtrend setup. But I'm expecting the bulls to move in eventually. Because right now, we are in the green as far as in the market. The only thing I do see in the red right now is Tesla, Meta, Microsoft right now. I do see these, but the rest of the market seems like this wants to go back on up. Let me take a look. So right now, we are definitely getting going a little bit of sideways on SMCI, but you are holding above that 900 mark, trying to get back above 920 up to the 940, which you did have a high above that 960 mark. So I do see that. So keep my eyes peeled. But as far as the indicator goes, I do see the 50 above your head, which is looking like it's holding up as resistance at the moment. So that does look a little bearish. So let me keep my eyes peeled on that. So let's see. So I do see the 50 right above your head, which can hold and create somewhat of a downtrend area on SMCI. So you can kind of see that right here. So you can definitely see that downtrend setup starting up on SMCI. We can start to pull back down underneath 900. So I do see that setup. Let's see. So look like we're starting to pull back now. Yeah, we're definitely starting to pull back. Yep, starting to pull back now. Still got that 50 above your head right here. Hit that 50 and started to reverse. I'll definitely see that pattern setting up. Yep, so that's giving us a little bearishness right now. It's definitely giving us a little pullback signal right now at this moment. And as you can see right here, we are hitting that downtrend and we're starting to fade back on down. So I'm definitely keep my eyes peeled on that. Still trying to hold up in the uptrend at the same time, so I'm still watching this to see where we're gonna go, because we are still getting within these tight little squeeze between the uptrend and the downtrend. So we're still in this little tight little squeeze still. You're still holding this uptrend, but you're still getting held by the downtrend. So you're kind of like right in between both. So you kind of like you're already hitting the tops, you're already coming back on down towards the bottom of this, the bottom portion of this uptrend here to see if we can hold this key level. So I'm definitely keep my eyes peeled. But the indicators, you can see that you can definitely see that the 50 is right above your head, which is representing bearishness. So I'm definitely keep my eyes peeled on that. So definitely see where we go from here.
Jeremy B says,
Oh.
Happy Friday, Los.
Trade Life, happy Friday to you too, boss. I see you, man. I hope everybody have a blessed weekend, man. I hope everybody have a great weekend. The weather's kind of up and down on my end right now, so it's gonna probably be a lot of rain, which I'm gonna probably just Netflix and chill. so I'm not even sweating that one right now, boss. So right now, still trying to hold, but it still looks a little bearish though. Still looks a little bearish at this moment. Yeah, still leading to still looking downtrendish. Still looking a little bearish. So let me look at my other chart like I normally do. You know how I normally do. I look at my charts upside down to see if I can get a little edge on that. So I do see that the puts are somewhat looking good on the other chart. So I do see that. But let me see, keep an eye on that. So I might play both sides of it. To be honest, team, I might play both sides of the spectrum at the moment. I might play both sides of the spectrum where I do see let me see what we got. When can I pull back down to? Let me keep my eyes peeled on this real quick. So that means we're still falling. Trying to go back, like we're trying to push back down to that, down to the 528.50. So I'm definitely keep my eyes peeled on this. Still getting weak though. I'm trying to see what these lows, 29. Let me see where we at right now. Pushing back up towards 529. Still trying to push back up. I'm trying to see these bulls. I was trying to see what's gonna get the push back up, like the push back up first. You know, get the spike back up first and then reverse back down. Because I'm expecting the bulls to come in and start to push. That's what I was expecting. I'm expecting the bulls to push up towards that 529.50, even up to that 520, 530-ish level. I'm trying to see if these bulls are about to start stepping back in. Trying to push back up. Because I mean, like I said, the market has just started. So I mean, like I said, I mean, you gotta wait for the patterns to set itself up. Because right now, I mean, let me see, we have this little, kind of like this little movement here where you have buyers stepping in with this little pullback here. So I mean, I do see buyers buying off of this bounce of this 528 during pre-market, where we did have green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle, where your buyers did step in, but then you got the bears came in around this 529, 30-ish level underneath this downtrend, where they did step in right here. I'm just definitely carefully just watching this little key area. Get myself set up real quick. Let me try to make sure I got all my my contracts and everything set in motion right now. Cause like I said, I wonder if we're gonna. Cause again, I was expecting for the bulls to move up first, and then for the bears. Then for the to get that pullback afterwards. So that's why I'm trying to watch these levels very carefully to see if the bears are gonna hold this area, or these bulls are gonna step up to see if we start kind of getting like a reversal back on up towards the upside. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled to see if bulls are gonna step in and start to push it back up. But we are still getting a little weak though at the moment. Bulls need to definitely get back above 529, but they push back up to 529.50. Because it looks like they're trying to move in slowly. They're slowly trying to move in. So that we're still getting held by that downtrend. Still getting held by that downtrend. We do have some news to. Yeah, we do have some news today coming out at 10. Yeah, 10 o'clock in about 20 minutes, boss. It's about 20 minutes. So right now, still looking a little bearish right now. Still getting held out by that downtrend. Starting to pull back slightly. Because I know these like I said, you had this bounce down here. So I wonder if we're going to reverse first. Because I know these bulls, I'm just waiting on the bulls to step in and see if we're going to get it. We are still getting a little weak. Kind of going sideways, kind of channeling right now. Looking right at this key level. Let me see. Let me shrink it down just a little bit. So let me see. 528.50 to 529.50. So we're still kind of like in the middle right now. Still kind of going sideways. It's just slightly going sideways. See how it's going up and down, up and down. So it's kind of like it's going sideways at the moment. So that's why I'm not trying to jump the gun just yet. I mean, bears are definitely stepping in right now, trying to pull back down to that 528.50 level. They're definitely trying to pull back down to 528.50. But it's still sideways. If you notice, it's still sideways right now. That's why I'm not jumping the gun just yet, because we haven't got like a major spike up, nor like a spike down. You know, like that's why I'm still watching it as it's just going sideways. So I'm just definitely just keep my eyes peeled on this. Because you went up and then you came down at this key level. That's why I'm watching this very carefully. Like, I'm not jumping the gun just yet, team. I'm just watching very, very carefully. I mean, I'm definitely seeing some weakness. Definitely seeing some weakness. Where we at right now? 520. Sorry, 528. It's definitely trying to get pushed back down to 528.50. I do see that. Still going sideways. Still trying to hold above 528.50. Still trying to hold above 528.50 at this moment. Buys are trying to hold a 528.50 range. See, your bulls, your bears came in up here around this 529.30-ish mark. Bulls are trying to hold the 528.50. So as you can see right here, the bulls are trying to hold this key level here. See how they pushing back, trying to push back up. Still a little weak. Still a little weak. Let me check out SMCI and them real quick, and Nvidia and all of them. Let's see how they looking right now. Yep, Nvidia's trying to bounce back on up. Stay trying to hold above that 936 level. You can see right here came down to that area. Still trying to hold back on up, trying to go back towards the upside. Let's see. It needs to break above that 50 because you need to have your indicators reversed. So basically, Nvidia needs to get back above 950. 950, that'll start to reverse your indicators, putting your 9 and your 20 back above that 50. Because other than that, the 50 is going to hold as a ceiling right above your head. That's going to indicate weakness. So we definitely have to get that push above that indicator, start to move back towards the upside. Like I said, that Nvidia will have to get back above 950 because it's going to clear you above that 50 indicator. Which is, again, that's basically leading to resistance and more of a pullback because there's a ceiling right above your head. We have to get that 50 underneath you. Until usually that's a floor, pretty much. Let's see how Apple is looking right now. Apple's spiking right now. So Apple's spiking. Trying to hold above 190. Trying to go back up to 192. Let's see. What Meta is? I see Meta in them in the red. So what Meta is doing? So Meta's kind of like someone on a downtrend-ish. Yeah, Meta's someone on a downtrend. I can see it right here. See this downtrend setup? So right here, Meta looks downtrendish. Let me take this one off. All right, take this off. Start to make the duplicate of that. Bottom areas here. Make a duplicate of that. Had a little bounce area here. So it looks like it's on a downtrend right now, like almost like a downtrend channel. So you have to break out of that downtrend, move back up towards the 176 for Meta. So Meta is downtrending right now. On this downtrend channel, you can clearly see this on the downtrend channel. Let's see. Oh man, I missed Game. Game already fell from that. Oh man, I mean, Game just been downtrending ever since that hit. God, I should have kept my eyes on Game the whole time, and it fell all the way down to the 20s already. Crap, man. I should have kept my eyes on that the whole entire time instead of worrying about SPY for the moment. So SPY is still looking weak right now. Yep, SPY still getting rejected. Still on that downtrend setup. Yep, still downtrending. Still coming down in this downtrend wedge. Yes, and SPY's still on that descending wedge right now. Like I said, what those buys need to do is hold up on this uptrend. Need to hold this uptrend channel. Other than that, you're gonna be cracking underneath that, and then once you lose that 28 level, you're gonna be falling down a further downside. Seeing some more further downside on this end. So let's see. See, here go the buys trying to step in. Here we go. Let's see. I was waiting on the buys to step in somewhere because I'm like, I know they're gonna try to step in some way of form or fashion. They're trying to step in, so let me try to see. Right now, we need to get back above. I got to get back into that 29 range. So buys are definitely trying to hold up on top of this trend line. You can see that right here. The buys are trying to hold that trend line. So you can see right here where that buying pressure came in at. They're trying to hold the trend line, trying to move itself back up towards the 29 level, 529 level. Let me see. Let me shrink it up just a little bit. Just want to put the 50s. I hate when this thing do this. Just want to show the 50s, just the 50s. Yeah, there we go. So I want to keep my eyes just on the 50-cent ranges. That's why I did that. So 50-cent ranges, dollar ranges, 50-cent ranges. So I want to keep my eyes on that. Keep my eyes peeled on this real quick. I mean, have those indicators actually crossed over as far as the 9 and the 20? Let's see. It's like it's right on top of it. That's why I'm watching that indicator, these indicators very, very carefully. I'm watching that very carefully because you still got a gap in between this area, between the 9 and 20 and that 50. Where your indicators can actually curl back this way. That's why I'm watching this very carefully. Like my indicators, like I'm watching that very carefully because you still got a gap in between that red indicator and the blue and orange right here where you still have room to move in between that. That can lead to a nice reversal back up towards the upside. So that's why I'm watching that very carefully. That's why I was looking at these indicators to see if that 9 was actually crossing that 20. That's why I'm watching this very carefully because that can definitely lead to somewhat of a, your indicators start to curl back this way. And actually have the buy start to reverse the play back towards the upside. That's why I was watching that very, very, very carefully. Because if you notice that 50, the 9 MA hasn't crossed the 20 just yet. It's like laying right on top of it, but then you still got this gap right in between the 50 and the 9 and the 20. You got your 9 and 20 together, and your 50 is way up here. So, and again, you got this little gap. If the buys were to move in and start to force the indicators to start moving back this way. So that's why I'm watching this area very, very carefully to see if these buys are going to start to move in and actually start to shift back this way. So basically back up towards like around the 29 level. So that's why I was watching this very, very, very carefully. Because you got, like I said, you got some buying pressure. I mean, you also got selling pressure up here. So you got buying pressure here and you got selling pressure here on this 30-minute time frame. So it seems like the buys are trying to push back up towards that 29 level. Yep, still getting a little heavy. right underneath this mark here. Still getting a little bit heavy on the as far as the sellers. Sellers are still trying to hold it down. So buys are down here because you can see the buying pressure pushing it back on up. You can definitely see the buying pressure within this 30-minute time frame. What we got left on this 30-minute time frame? But almost 10 minutes before this closes out. So you got about 10 minutes to see where we're gonna go and how we're gonna close out. So let's see. Basically, if those buys move in within 10 minutes and close back this way, that means the buys are in control. That means the buys are definitely, you can see that? You see that buying pressure? Yeah, how it's making the body squeeze up, squeeze. You see that? It's thinning out that body like it wants to reverse back that way. That's why I was watching that very carefully to see. That's why I was keeping my eyes peeled on that to see where these buys are at this moment. Because again, you got buying pressure on both sides, which is why that body is right in the middle. You got selling pressure and you also got buying pressure. That's why I want to see within 10 minutes to see who's gonna win this area right here. Whether those buys are gonna push back, basically back on up, you know, towards the 529 range, or will those bears keep hold those buys underneath this range here of the open? Yeah, right now today your open is at 28.81. So 28.81. So basically your sellers, your buyers will have to get back towards the 528.80 range because you have to get back towards the open, back towards this way. So that's why I'm just watching to see if if the bears are gonna keep those buyers underneath that open and close out within 10 minutes, or will those buyers move in and try to reverse the play. So that's all I'm trying to do, is just to see if those buyers are still here. So I just want to see on how it's going, because right now you still got somewhat of a sideways movement around that 528.50, because you've noticed the candles just kind of going sideways because you haven't cracked the 528.50 completely. You kind of like bouncing right on top of it. So if you notice, it's going sideways still. So we have not fallen completely underneath that 528.50, which is why I'm watching these buyers very carefully to see if those buyers are going to move in within this 30-minute time frame of we have 9 minutes left. So what I'm carefully doing, it's just watching to see if those buyers are going to push, and I'm watching this price level here. So all I'm doing is watching to see if those buyers are going to slowly move in, get back above 528.81. That'll be your open for today. So if you notice, 528.70. So you see that? So that's what I'm doing, to see if they're creating bad traps where they're trying to push the market and try to reverse it back on up towards the upside. So all I'm trying to do is keep my eyes peeled very, very carefully at this price range to see who's going to close out this candle and within 8 minutes now, to see if those buyers going to close out above 528.80, or will those sellers keep it underneath 28.80. So keep your eyes peeled on this. You see the price ranges going up and down? Watch it very carefully to see what's going to happen within 8 minutes, to see if those buyers are going to get back above 528.80, or will those sellers keep it underneath 28.80. So watch that price range real quick to see on how we're going to close out within almost 7 minutes right now. So all I'm doing right now is just trying to see who's in control. The buyers or the bulls or the bears. So again, the bears will have to keep the buyers underneath 528, underneath the open, which is 528.81. And I want to see if the buyers are going to try to get back above 528.81. So as you can see, they're definitely trying to hold them, stalling them out of that 528.80 range. They're definitely trying to hold them out of that 528 range right now. Going right back down to the 528.50. So right now, bears are still trying to step back in. Buyers are trying to get back above 528.80. I mean, you can see that clearly. They trying to, but I mean, it's heavily guarded right now by sellers right now. What we got left? Still 7 minutes left. Still looking a little weak. At the moment. Just want to see what these buyers gonna do within almost 6 minutes as this candle closes out. That's why I want to see what's gonna happen within 30 minutes. So right now, bulls are trying to get back above it. See, 528.70. See what I mean? That's why sometimes you just gotta watch very carefully on your prices. Understand your price point. See that 528.75. So I just want to see if the bulls are going to step in and try to get back above that open. See, your bears are trying to guard it. They're definitely trying to guard that open as much as possible, and your bulls are trying to conquer it. So then that open is 528.81. So that's why I'm just watching these prices very carefully to see, can the bears, can the bulls overtake the bears, or will the bears continue to hold and protect that 581 level, 528.81 level within 6 minutes still 6 minutes. So still 6 minutes right now. Right now we're at 528.67. We still haven't cracked that 528.50 level, so that's still being held. That's still being protected right now by the bulls. So if you notice, it's in between. It's right in between. Selling pressure, buying pressure. What we got left? 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left until this candle closes out. 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left, team. 5 minutes left. So I'm just watching this candle very carefully and watching my prices. Because again, the bears, again, what you want to see happen is you want to see 528. You want to see, if you're going for puts, you definitely want to stay underneath stay underneath that open of 528.81, and you definitely want to take out 528.50. You want to take out all the floors away from the buyers back on down towards 528. But if you notice that buying pressure is pushing, see what I mean? That's why I say you got to pay close attention to detail. See that? 528.70, 75, 528.75. So bulls are trying to step back in. You see that? What we got left? Still 5 minutes, still 5 minutes, still 5 minutes. So I'm just watching it. I'm watching this candle and I'm watching my prices. Again, if the bulls can get back above 528.81, therefore they're trying to reverse the play back on up towards the upside. So that's why I'm watching this play very carefully, and I'm watching my prices right now. So right now we're at what, 28.67, 28.70. So still in between. It's still buying pressure on both sides. Selling pressure and buying pressure. You got it on both sides of the fence right now. Bears are up here, bulls are here. So it's a battle. It's a battle, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because if you notice, that candle don't know which way it wants to go. So if you notice, the body is kind of getting slimmer, then it widens out, slim, widens out. So basically, you can tell it's a battle between the bears and the bulls, trying to overpower this key level. So your bears are trying to keep it underneath, and your buyers are trying to push it above. So if you notice right now, just a battle back and forth, back and forth. So bears are definitely trying to hold that key, trying to hold this key level underneath underneath the open. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. It's definitely just want to watch it, because other than that, it's just going sideways. See, anytime you see a play like this where the candle is not making a quite decision just yet, I mean, it look like it's trying to as far as on the bear side. The bears are definitely trying to hold this down. But when you see something like this and you see a candle like in between, or the body in between the wicks, that means that it's going sideways right now. So that at least the sideways movements, because it doesn't have a true direction just yet. I mean, yeah, we still see a downtrend setup, but as you can see, it's still a battle. The candle you have not seen a full body in between this 30-minute time frame right here, which the bears are trying to take over these bulls. They're definitely trying to take out the bulls right here. They're trying to take them out. So they're trying to add more selling pressure to create a red more of the body on the downside. So if you notice, it's pushing down. See the bodies? That means the bears are coming in heavy. Bears are definitely coming in heavy. Bears are definitely trying to overpower the buyers, because they already took over this area here. They took over this area here. Now they're trying to lead to more downside. They're basically trying to engulf these buyers. The buyers are still trying to fight. See that? The buyers are trying to stay above 28.50. So if you notice that, 528.50, the buyers are right here, sitting right here where my trend line is. And that trend line is lined up right with my 28.50 mark is. So we got left 2 minutes left. So if you notice, buyers are trying to push back up. Pay close attention to this. So basically, so you don't get caught in the chop. So all you do is pay close attention to your buying pressures or selling pressure. Selling pressure is up here, buying pressure is here. Because your buyers are trying to push back up, and your sellers are trying to push it down. So if you notice again, look at the body. The body still hasn't made a true decisive area, even though we're still underneath that open. But if you notice, it's a wick on top and bottom. Selling pressure, buying pressure. See, the buyers are still trying to push. Still trying to push. What we got left? Still 2 minutes. So your buyers are trying to get back above 528.81. That's your open. The bears are trying to hold it underneath 528.81 because they're trying to stay underneath the open. So right now, look, the buyers are still moving in. Look at this. Look. 528.77. Look. 528. Look. See how it's trying to push back closer to the 528.80? That means your buyers are trying to push back above. They're trying to turn this candle green. So pay close attention so you don't never get caught being on the wrong side of momentum. Pay close attention within this 30-minute time frame right here. So let's see what happens. What we got left? We got 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we go. Got 30 seconds left, team. 20 seconds left. Buyers are trying to get back above 528.81. Where we at right now? 528.80. See that? 528.81. There you go. See? Pay close attention to detail. Pay close attention to detail. Appreciate you, boss. Yeah, we got news coming out in about 5 seconds. So let's see where we go from here. Right now. Let's go. All right, here we go. So that's what I'm saying. Just in order to be careful, like just watch, just like I said, watch the buyers and the sellers. And also watch your patterns. So you had, in the morning, you had buyers. You had way more buyers than sellers. So that's why I'm watching this level, because if I seen buyers early in the morning, I know it's buyers still lurking around somewhere. You know, so we haven't got a complete sell-off yet, because I know early in the morning, buyers stepped in this morning. Buyers. So that's why I was telling you, like, especially for push, just be careful for this potential setup where they can be trapping bears for a push back on up towards the upside. So definitely keep your eyes peeled. Definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. Be very, very cautious on something like that. That's why you have to look at you have to also take your pre-market movements into consideration as well, because you also just want to see exactly where the market is trying to go. So right now, I mean, we definitely have, within 30 minutes each candle, we have buyers. We had a lot of buyers still stepping up right here. We had a lot of buyers, so all I'm doing is watching this key level to see if them buyers are still not in. To see if these buyers are not trying to trap these bears down here, and then you have more buyers buying down here. So all I'm doing is watching this key level right now. Right here, this open. Definitely just watching this key level. See, the candle still trying to figure out where it's trying to go. But then do this buying pressure, you still got buyers sitting around this key level. So that's why I'm just trying to see if we're not trying to get a reversal back on up. See if we see what's going to happen at this key point. Because sometimes, I mean, and like I said, you do get a lot of choppiness, and it is hard to tell sometimes. It is very tough to try to see, like, man, which way the market is going. Man, I want to go for a put, or I want to go for a call, but you're confused. You don't know which way the market is going. Sometimes you just got to kind of put your patterns together. You got to kind of try to make it make sense. Like I said, you had some buying, so we know buyers came in pre-market. So we know we see a lot of green candles coming in. So as we are pulling back, you know, we know this is somewhere of a demand area. We know it's definitely a demand area in this range, right? So right now, all I'm trying to see is all these buyers are trying to do a continuation push where it look like we're gonna fall, but then you start to reverse back towards the upside. So that's all I'm doing is watching this, and I'm watching my indicators as well. So watching my indicators very, very cautiously. Because the only thing I know for sure that's telling me something is I know the 50 is above my head. So I know that's automatic resistance. So what I'm doing right now, that's why I'm taking a closer look at these indicators. So if you notice that 9 hasn't crossed underneath that 20 just yet, it's staying on top of it, which can give it indication that we're not falling just yet, because the 9 EMA hasn't crossed downside just yet. It's laying right on top of that 20, which can indicate that it can go back on up. And if you notice, look what's happening. Your buyers are trying to step back in. You see what I mean? That's why I mean you gotta pay close attention to detail. See, boom. See, that's why you gotta pay close attention to details, that you're not getting in on the wrong side of momentum, that you're not getting on the wrong side of the fence. That's why I was saying that. That's why I was looking at the 30-minute time frame very, very carefully. I was looking at those indicators even though they were together. I didn't see that the 9 EMA crossed underneath that 20 just yet. I seen it laying on top of it. And sometimes with that normally can still indicates that as long as that 9 EMA is not crossing over that 20, you can still curl up this way, go back up towards the upside. So that's why I was watching that very, very carefully. And that's why I was trying to break it down to you guys to, like, don't be on the wrong side of momentum. Like, be very, very careful and don't, not getting caught in the like a bear trap for the market to actually start reversing back towards the upside. See what I mean? That's why I was trying to go into a brief commentary and break it down as much as possible of not jumping out on the put just too soon, not just yet, because we could start to see a slow reversal. And that's why I was telling y'all to be very careful. That's why I said watch this buying pressure, and I was like watch the entry. I mean watch the open. And as I stated, you had buying pressure and you had selling pressure, but also what I was taking into consideration was we had buyers in pre-market. So I seen a lot of these green candles. So I wasn't gonna let that bypass me. So I seen that we had a lot of pressure, a lot of buyers coming in still. Even though we had this pullback, I was watching my indicators, watching it very, very, very carefully to see if we was getting a crossover just yet. As far as my 9 EMA and my 20 EMA, All I seen was the 9 EMA sitting on top of the 20, but it hadn't crossed yet. So that's why I was watching very, very carefully to see exactly which way we were going. So if you notice, it's laying on top of it, but it hasn't crossed it just yet. That's why I was just watching it very carefully. Very, very, very carefully. See what I mean? And I was looking, and another thing I took into consideration, I was looking at that gap between these indicators and this indicator. You still got this space for this thing to run up this way. See, can I make this up? Team, can I literally make this up? I cannot make this up, man. It's like, come on, man. I mean, you gotta pay close attention to the details. Now, I'm not saying that we're still not gonna see downside, but I'm talking about at this moment, that, what could be, what could happen. You got push jumping in too early, and again, they're missing that. We got space still in between this range, like in between these indicators, that can still give it a run on up. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna go on a full breakout, but you have room within this space of this 50, the 9, and the 20 to still run up this way. That's all I was just saying. But just be careful. You gotta watch it. You gotta pay close attention to details. So not only that, I was telling you to be careful because you can also see that we're still holding this uptrend. Now, like, again, I'm not saying that we're not going to go back down. We can definitely go down, but I was just saying at the moment, be careful of, a possible pop-up. You jumping in up here and then get scared out of your play. So that's all I was saying on just how to pay close attention to details. Okay, now we're pulling back. So that's what I was just saying. Like, be very, very careful. Just watch the details. Watch the details. Now we're crossing over. Okay. That's all I was looking at. I was just trying to pay close attention to details. Now we're back under the open. So now there's back resistance. Okay. So that's all I was just saying, team. I was just telling you to be very careful, man. That's it. I was just telling you to be careful on these plays, man, because it just, especially on Fridays, Fridays can become a little trickier than than your normal Thursday or Monday through Thursdays. It can be a very, very, very manipulative, That's why I just tell y'all to be careful, because if you notice, we're still holding that trend line. Even though we're pulling back, still holding this trend line, We haven't cracked that yet. So we haven't got underneath that 2850 still. We're pulling back to it. Definitely pulling back down to it. I mean, can we crack that 528.50? We can, because it does look bearish. It definitely does look bearish. Scrooge, I see you, Bill, boss. I see you. We figured out what happened yesterday. The broker replaced my non. Oh, okay. Haven't literally seen it before. Let's see. Gotcha. Oh, you had an AM. Expiration was AM. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because you got an AM contract and you got a PM contract, especially if you're on the same day, like right here. Yeah. I see what you're talking about. You're talking about this. Yeah, you're talking about that AM contract where you have these. You see, I got an AM on the 17th and you got just a regular 17. So basically, yeah, your AM. It closes out before the market open. I think the AM closed out at 9:30 and the PM closed out after 4 o'clock. So yeah, because at first I didn't know what that meant when I first started doing that, because I seen a PM and I seen an AM and I seen a regular one. I never know what the hell that meant at first when I first started. I was like, what the hell is the difference between a 17 AM and just a regular 17? And then when I went and I read and I went into further details to understand what it meant, it was like, okay, the AM means that your contract is gonna close before 9:30 or at 9:30. That's your AM contract. That means it's gonna close. Your contract is gonna close out and expire before the market even opens, and then your regular one will close out after the market closes. So that's what I was like. Oh, okay, I get it. Because at first I was excited because I used to get excited, man. Cause I used to be like, oh man, that means I can trade like in the morning. I used to think that. I thought that's what that meant, and I used to get excited about it. I was like, man, I can trade in the morning now on the AM. And I had to go into further details and read on what it really meant. They was like, no, that means your contract is going to close in the AM, meaning that your AM contract is going to close at 9:30. Your contract is going to expire in the morning. And then you have your other one, your PM contract, which is going to expire after the market closes, which is depending on what you're with, especially if you're dealing with SPX, close at 4:15. So I was like, okay, I get it. I get it. I had to learn, Cause I was excited, man. I used to think that that's what that meant. And I was like, oh, that's not what it means. So I had to learn the hard way because I was excited thinking you could trade in the morning and options. I thought that's what it meant, but I'm like, nope, that's not at all what that means. I was like, okay. It's like, boy, was I a sucker for that one? I was like, okay. How does the next day AM replaces the same day PM? It's the Matrix, but I'm glad I figured it out. Wow. Yeah. Cause like I said, yeah, like your 0 day contract. Like I said, the AMs, like I said, is normally before the market opens, and then your PM is after the market closes. And like I said, I used to always think all ass backwards, and I had it all mixed up. I was thinking all types of wrong. I thought, again, when I first seen that, I thought AM meant that you could trade in pre-market, like you trade in the morning, stuff like that. But that's not what that means. That means it expires before the market opens. I was like, oh, okay. Like, that's what that means. I'm like, okay, cool, I got it. Yeah, so that's what the AM means. It means that your even on the 0 day, it just means that it's gonna close out before the market opens, and then the other one expires after the market closes. AM next day replaces a PM same day. That's wrong. But thank you for your help yesterday. Oh yeah, no problem, boss. Yeah, no problem. Like with me personally, I'll use the same day contract, like a 0 day contract. Like I'll use it all the way till like 1 or 2, something like that. Because again, I'm getting in and out. So that's why me and you, we both trade the same way. We think the same way. So us, we don't just try to jump in a trade just to jump in out of desperation. We wait on patterns. We wait on we wait on the setups because that'll give us more reward than risk. That's normally what we do. So instead of trying getting caught in chops and things like that, like we wait on patterns, something like that to give us, okay, the market is going down. Like we can look at it, look at this pattern. We can look at today. We can say okay, the market is going on a downtrend. So we could take today's pre-market high, going into intraday's high here. That's setting up for a downtrend. So we could just basically say, okay, every time that we hit these highs, basically what it did just here, boom, it's going on a downtrend. So I'm going for a put and ride it on down. So again, you know how we do. We normally set up patterns and let and play off the patterns instead of getting caught in choppiness. So the only thing I hate about that though today is that the point hit in pre-market, and with us with options we can't even trade pre-market. So the top already happened during pre-market. That's the only thing that suck. I hate. It's like after I was in pre-market, I always have the best setups every single time. I swear. It's like you'll normally get some good plays in intraday, but your best plays is always in pre-market. Like right here, boom. Had we would have caught these tops in pre-market, we could have just already been riding this bad boy on down. See that? See, after that, now we just have to do the plays after that. After the best setups are already happening. That's the only thing I hate about that. So that's why sometimes what I do is, when I can't catch a good move, like in an intraday play, or I'm trying to figure it out, what I'll do is I'll put my days together and I'll figure out a pattern within that. So what I'll do is, what's that calling? So yeah, what I'll do is from yesterday to today, all I did was make a pattern. I made a pattern. I made a downtrend pattern. I can say, okay, this is the way the market is going to go going into Friday. All I say is boom, downtrend. Right here, we hit, we fail, boom, we hit, we fail. All I do is play my downtrend. So even if I take, let's just say I remove my lines from here to here. Let me just do away with it. If I take off these lines here, I can clearly see a pattern, right, for right now. I mean, could we reverse back on up? We could, possibly. But right now, I can clearly see a pattern from yesterday into today. There I clearly see a downtrend setup. I see a descending wedge, and the only thing that's holding up is this 528. So all I can see is, boom, I can go off of that unless we break out of that downtrend and move back on towards the uptrend. So at this moment, I can play off of a pattern. Boom, every time we hit this line, we fall. Every time we hit this line, we fall. Play off of a downtrend. You see the first little U-shaped pattern setting up here, boom. Now you're going to go in for a setup for probably a tighter U-shaped pattern. So if you notice, normally how your downtrend patterns or even your uptrend patterns is always dealing with these U-shaped patterns underneath it. So you'll get like a U-shape here, which is normally your bigger U-shape, and then you're going for a tighter U-shape, and then boom. Either we get a breakout or we could go to a further crack on down. So right now, all I'm doing is playing my trend line. Playing my pattern, and I'm just playing it off of this. Right now, we haven't broken out of the downtrend setup, so Until then, I have to play the downtrend. So normally what I do, team, is all I do is play patterns. I just simply play patterns. So instead of getting caught in the choppiness like this, what a lot of traders like to do because they get impatient, and instead of waiting on a setup, they get caught in choppiness because you don't know, especially when you get caught in a chop, you don't know which way the market is truly going. You don't know if they're going to go up. You don't know if it's going to go down. So the best thing to do is try to find the best pattern setup as possible. All I did was take, again, yesterday's movement or yesterday's high, matched it towards pre-market's high, and what do you get? You get a downtrend setup. Boom. And also, you can look at it from an uptrend standpoint. You can do this. You can also do this. So I can look at it from an uptrend channel standpoint, because if you hold this uptrend, we can move back on up. We can see a rotation back towards the upside. I can look at it from two different angles. But right now, so far I see it from a downtrend standpoint. But I do see that the uptrend line holding still. I do see that still. I do see this still holding. So I'm still take that into consideration. And another thing what you can do is pay close attention to detail. Look at this. Take these lines off, and you can clearly see that it's in a battle between a downtrend still and an uptrend still. So if you notice, it can go either which way. If the buyers continuously hold this uptrend, we can reverse on up. If the seller continue to hold the downtrend, it can reverse on down. So right now, you're kind of still in between the two. You're in between the two. You're in between an uptrend battle, and you're in between a downtrend battle. So if you notice that, you see, so right now we do see a lot of lower shadows, which you can see buyers are trying to desperately hold the uptrend. So you can clearly see that the buyers are desperately trying to hold this key level. But again, what are we still underneath? A downtrend. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled, because we're coming into a squeeze shortly. I can tell you that right now. A squeeze is about to happen in between these two key screws. Do you see the setup, boss, as well? Where we kind of have a battle in between a downtrend and an uptrend, where we are getting into a tighter squeeze, where we're gonna either go down or we're gonna squeeze back on up. So right now we are between. Now I'm gonna look at it from both standpoints, because as long as the buyers can hold above 528.50, because normally your SPY normally moves in 50-cent increments. So you'll have 528, 528.50, 529, 529.50, because you can clearly see it right here. If we look at it, look at a number, what was this? 530. And then we had an area around 529.50. You can see right here, boom, 529.50 up to where? 530. You can see where all the activities happen at. It always happening around these 50-cent ranges. 528, 528.50. Because where did we bounce? 528.50. Okay, where are we trying to go up next? 529. We break 529. Where's the next area? 529.50. We break 529.50. What's the next area? 530. What's the next area after that? Because think about it. What was our high yesterday? 531.50. So you notice it's moving by 50-cent increments. So 50-cent increments, we came on down. Then you lost 531.50, 531, 530.50, 530, 529.50, 529. If you notice, it's just moving by 50-cent increments. So that's why I'm just watching this very carefully. So I can look at it from both standpoints. As long as buyers can hold 528.50 as a floor, that means we can hold this trend line and move back on up. However, if we lose 528.50, that means the next level to go is 528. From 528, 527.50, 527.50, 527. Why? Because it's following this downtrend pattern. That's all it's doing. It's just clearly following the downtrend pattern, losing more and more value. So you lose this. As far as this keeps going down, you're gonna start losing value, because all it's doing is following the downtrend exactly. So that means is you lose 520, you lose 529, which you already lost 529. You go down to 528.50. You lose 528.50, 528. You lose 528. 527, and all it's doing is just following that trend line all the way down. But right now, again, you gotta pay close attention to details, that we can go either which way, because we're still at the beginning of the market. The buyer still hasn't shown themselves yet. They're definitely trying to hold where? 528.50, trying to go back up to 529. You break above 529, that not only gets you above this downtrend, it also gets you above this 50-day moving average, which can start to curl, which can start to reverse your indicators back up towards the upside. Because if you notice, anytime that 50 is above your head, yeah, you do lose a lot of momentum, because that is a ceiling above your head. You can see clearly right here. You hit that 50, you come on down. You hit that 50, you come on down. But once you start to cross over back up towards the upside, what happens to SPY? SPY starts to move back up towards the upside.
Pulling back to its VWAP, that may indicate SPY weakness too.
Appreciate you, boss. But like I said, once you get back above that 50 becomes support. Your indicators get back up to the upright side, and what happens on SPY? You start to move back on up. So right now, I'm just definitely carefully watching this level today as we are setting up, because look what's happening. 50 is above your head. Downtrend. Where's the VWAP? VWAP is at where? 2875. Where we at right now? Underneath the VWAP. So as you notice right here, that downtrend look like it's still trying to take place. Everything is above your head at the moment. The only thing that can stop that and convert and foil those bears plans is if those buyers can move in. Again, they already holding 528.50. If they can hold this trend line and get a downtrend breakout above 529 to 529.50, that's going to start to continue the uptrend back up towards the upside. But at the moment, you have to understand that 50 moving average is above your head, which is almost like a 200-day moving average. That is the strong resistance mark. So now you still have that above your head. Again, you got a downtrend setup. Your indicators are slowly starting to reverse, which is leading to me what? More downside. So at the moment, everything is still pointing down, which we could start to fall and get more fade. So right now, I'm taking into consideration that we could see more downside. Because again, your indicators are starting to reverse back. It's basically upside down. So your 50 is above you. Your 20 is about to be in the middle, and your 50 is about to be underneath. And anytime your indicators reverse, so does the market. The market reverses. So as you can see right here clearly, when we reverse, see how when you're on the upright side, everything goes up because your 50 is at the bottom, your 20 is in the middle, and your 9 is at the top. The market goes up, right? But the minute you reverse the plays, when the support becomes resistance, so does the market starts to reverse back on down. So pay close attention to detail on that. So all I'm doing right now is watching my trend line, because again, we're still in the middle of a kind of a tug of war match in between the bulls and the bears. We're still in the middle right now. So which is why the market is still only going sideways still from that 528.50 up to 529. So if you notice, it's only moving 50 cents. So from 528.50 to 529 is only in a 50 cent range. All you're doing is just rotating back and forth, rotating back and forth, rotating back and forth. So if you notice, look at the buying pressure still moving in. The buying pressure stepping back in, trying to get back above the open. The open was 528.81. So if you notice, the buyers are trying to truly step back on in. And again, that's why I was keeping my eyes peeled on that level, because what I took into consideration was, again, I seen buyers since pre-market. Buyers with a little bit of a pullback that can lead to somewhat of a pattern where you can move back towards the upside once those buyers move back on in. Because what they can do is, especially when you have 3.4 million contracts expiring a day on the put side. See, what can happen is those buyers can stall those puts out of their contracts for a little while. Because again, if we go back to the summary, what are the puts trying to pull SPY down to today? Let's go to the summary. They're trying to pull, today's the 17th, right? We got 3.4 million out of the money puts expiring, and the max pain is 513. We're nowhere near that. We're nowhere near 513.
Fed Waller is speaking now.
Appreciate you, boss. Thank you so much.
Swing markets.
Thank you so much. But yeah, so you have 3.4 million out of the money puts versus 466 in the money calls, and 331,000 out of the money calls. So you have a lot of puts trying to short this bad boy back on down, which I don't think that's going to happen, which I think is going to lead to a bigger squeeze. Because what I think that the buyers are going to do is, knowing that we got those many contracts expiring today, they're going to try to stall them out. And what happens? Time decay kicks in, right? Your time decay kicks in, and then that leads to what? A further squeeze on up. That's squeezing those plays out of their squeezing those puts out of their plays. Which is why I'm watching this very carefully. You notice that? Look at this. That's why I'm watching this very carefully. I told you we're in a battle between the bulls, and we're in a battle between the bears. Again, if those calls can keep stalling out those puts, you can definitely see a bigger squeeze coming on up. Yeah, matter of fact, wait, no, I don't see it no more. I see the 0 on the 17th today. I see a -1 on the 16th, AK. Let me bring it up real quick. I see a -1, not a 0. Yeah, for today though. Yeah. See a -1. Yeah, because these already expired. So I see a 0 today. That's today's contract here. So I want to see if we're gonna definitely get that push, because I think those buyers are they're gonna try to stall those puts out of their position. So I really think it's gonna try to push back up towards the upside, because that trend line is still holding that trend line, trying to get back above 529 up to that 529.50. So it's like they're slowly trying to squeeze them bad boys out of their position. Let me see what we're looking like. Netflix, Google. Is Google moving up too? All right, Google's moving up. What about Amazon? Amazon's trying to bounce back up. Let me see how we looking up. Oh, I'll see what's trying to bounce off. It's trying to bounce off that trend line. So Amazon's trying to bounce. Apple. Like I said, all Apple needs to do is continuously hold 190 and try and move its way back on up. Let me see, because what was our high? What is it? 190. What was the highs on Apple? Yeah, so I think we need to break out, but it's on the uptrend though. Trade Life, it's still uptrending. I mean, you can see that. Look, you can clearly see uptrend when even out the lines in motion. Look at this, it's on the uptrend. So Apple's still moving up. Apple just slowly moving up and on the uptrend, trying to get its way back up towards these highs. Yep, trying to get up to 192, 194, 196, trying to get back up to this 200 range, just slowly climb his way back up to the top. I see that definitely. Nvidia, same thing with Nvidia. Nvidia's trying to slowly crawl his way back on up, trying to crawl back, trying to bounce off this trend line here. I could definitely see that. What about SMCI? SMCI, both trying to bounce off of this key frame here, off this key level. They both trying to find some support. Yep, trying to lead to this. Oh, I do see the setup. Almost looks like an end pattern that could be set itself up for some more upside. Get that little pullback and that little bounce, almost like an N shape pattern. If they can, especially if they can hold this key level, they can hold this key level. I mean, we can definitely see a pushback on up, but they got to hold that 900 level. Definitely got to hold 900. What about SPY? What's SPY doing still? Boom! I told you. I told you what that bad boy was trying to do. I seen that. I was like, that's why I had to watch both sides of the fence instead of just looking at for puts. I'm thinking we're gonna still get like somewhat of a push. We're gonna still try to get a squeeze. That's why I was watching this trend line very carefully. I was watching my. That's why I said, man, we had that space. Yep, buys starting to step in. I was waiting on it. Because I knew as we was pulling back, them buys were sitting around here. I knew they were sitting around here somewhere. Because I'm like, it ain't no way pre-market you're going to have all these buys and all of a sudden they just disappear. I'm like, nah, because Friday they're going to try to get a squeeze. They're going to definitely try to get a squeeze. Because I can see this little setup where you get a little pullback and then you get a little pushback on up. So again, what will get buyers out of this downtrend, they need to get back above 529.50. Because that's going to break you out of that downtrend and continue to uptrend back up towards the upside. So that'll give you that continuation push towards 530. So I knew they was up to something. I was just waiting on them buys to step in. I knew it was coming. See, that's why I didn't want to jump in on no put, because I knew them buys were sitting around here somewhere. That's why I was trying to break it. I was trying to break down the chart as quick as possible, because I seen that setup. That's why I told you I was paying attention to those indicators very, very, very carefully. You remember I told you about the space between these indicators and that 50? And I said how much room you can run between this? See what I mean? And I said if that 9 stays on top, you can actually start to curl back this way. That's why I was paying close attention to detail, because I saw it. I seen that setup, because, again, I had to look very, very careful, because I was like, we pulling back kind of strong and too early at the beginning of the market. And I'm like, normally on Fridays you get the squeezes first, and then you start to get the fade on off. Because I'm like, I know buyers going to step in some shape, form, or fashion. As you can see right here, boom, they stepping in. So I told y'all it was going to possibly happen. That's why I kept looking at that indicator. See what I mean? I kept looking at that indicator. I said, as long as that 9 EMA stays on top of that 50, it stays on top of that 20, that's what I was looking at. That's why I said it was laying on top of it, but it didn't cross. Yeah, I mean, that's why I was looking at that indicator, Marty. That's why I didn't jump up for no puts. Because I seen the group. I was watching that 9MA very, very carefully because it was just laying on top of the 20, but it never crossed over. So the main thing I said is this, as long as that 9MA stays on top of the 20, you can still consider that as bullish because it can still curl back up towards this way. And you see what I mean? I told you it was gonna have a space in between the 50 and a space in between these two indicators. You see what I mean? And look, it's filling up that gap. I told you. I told you. I knew something was up because again, what drew my suspicion was when I seen all these buyers in pre-market. I seen all these buyers and I only seen only two red candles. I was like, something ain't right. I said because each candle's 30 minutes a piece. So you had 30 minutes a piece of buyers, and then you just had 30 minutes, basically an hour of selling. So I was like, nah, something ain't right. Something ain't right here. Because I'm like, nah, I think buyers are still there. So I told you it was gonna be. I told you gonna be number traps. I told you it's gonna be bear traps and bull traps. So I knew bear traps was sitting around here somewhere because I seen where the buyers came in at with a high demand at. Scrooge, am I lying? Then I said, as long as those buyers would hold that 528.50, I said that was gonna be a demand area. I said as long as they hold that trend line, I said we could definitely. Them buyers were sitting right here in this area. We was gonna have a battle in between the downtrend and the uptrend. Where I said we could get a possible squeeze. I knew it. I knew they was somewhere. I knew they was sitting somewhere in that area. That's why I wasn't going for a put. I was like, nah. That's why I was looking at that very carefully. Because I started putting 2 and 2 together. I started seeing the buyers early in the morning. Because like I said, each candle is 30 minutes a piece. And that's nothing but buyers. Buyers. All of a sudden, buyers just disappear. I'm like, nah. They disappear, but think about it. They holding this level. So that's letting me know buyers didn't disappear. Because if buyers would have disappeared, then we would have seen a crack underneath this trend line and we would have seen a further fade on down. Think about it. If buyers disappeared, why would this trend line still be held up? And again, another thing that brought to my thought process was that those indicators. I said that 9MA is still sitting on top of that 20. It never crossed over. It laid on top of it. So now that's going to be a floor. So imagine once this whole thing crosses over, you're going to have 3 floors because you're going to, excuse me for burping. You're going to have the 20, you're going to have the 9, and you're going to have the 50 if we get that squeeze, that crossover. So that's why I'm watching to see if we can get a squeeze. So that means that those indicators are going to start to curl. That 50 is going to move back down to the bottom, start turning back down to a floor, and use that as fuel to jet off. If you notice, watch. Tell me I'm lying. Pay close attention to details. Watch. While we're in this little squeeze setting up, watch this. Pay close attention. Pay close attention to what's about to happen. We're going to see. Either we're going to stay underneath that trend line. You know, those bears come in and hold down that downtrend. Or we're going to get that squeeze. Where these indicators, the 9 and the 20, is going to cross over that 50. That 50 is going to become support. Now you're going to have 3 layers of support for the possible push and squeeze towards the upside. So that's why I'm just saying be very, 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 very carefully. I mean, right now, I think it's going to squeeze right now, boss. Because, I mean, again, you got 3.4 million puts expiring today, which I think they're going to squeeze them out of their plays. Because I think we're going to see some more of that upside. Because even the way that my chart is setting up on my 180 chart, it does look like it's setting up to go for a little bounce back on up towards the upside. That's why I was watching everything. I was taking everything into consideration. So if you notice, we're going on this little bounce here where we can go for a nice setup. Because if you notice, got kind of like that in-shape pattern that I'm always talking about. Right like this bounce. Let me see. Windows. Kind of like this when you do something like that. So I'm not saying that we're gonna fully break out. I mean, what I'm saying is we can go run back up and test that 531.50. What I'm saying is we can get a nice push back on up towards the upside. I'm not saying it's gonna go on a huge rip and run, but I'm saying is we're gonna see some upside first. We're gonna move up. I think we're gonna get a little bit of upside back up towards the upside. We may go back up to the highs. It depends. It depends. Loliando, shout out to you, boss. So all I'm doing is watching that pattern. Because right now we are breaking out of that downtrend. Look, Marty. Breaking out of that downtrend. You see that? Trying to push back up to where? 529. Scrooge. Hey, did I not call this? Scrooge. I told you. I said we hold above that level. Look at that. Get that push up to where? 529.50 from 529.50 to 530. I told you. That's why I was just watching very, very carefully. So that's why I didn't jump the gun. I was just watching it sit on my hands, just watching them details. Very, very, very close. So again, all I was doing was watching these indicators. That's why I kept my eyes on that 30 the whole time. Even though, it looked like we was falling on the 3 minute, I was watching that 30 the whole entire time. And look, boom. Again, all I'm doing is putting a piece of the puzzle together. Because I seen green, green, green with a little bit of red for some more green to come back in. So basically, buyers, sellers, and then buyers to push on up. Trap all these bears. Pretty much trap all these bears down here for buyers to, because you remember I kept telling you the buying pressure, the selling pressure. I said, watch that very carefully. I said, watch it very, very, very carefully. And look, got back above the open, breaking above the downtrend. See? I mean, dude, it just, you gotta know how to read this. It's not hard at all to read this, man. That's why I say you gotta be very, very careful. Because the next area I'm trying to push up to is 529.50. From 529.50, you're 50 cents away from where? 530, going back into the 530 range. So, let's play it like this. Because where's your highs? 531.50. Because you're gonna have to cross back over 529.50 up to 530, 530.50 back up to 530. So could we get that squeeze back up on? I mean, it's a possibility. Right now, as long as this hold, we could squeeze. How far we're gonna squeeze? I can't lie to you. I don't know. But all I can do is call out the setup. I seen the setup. I seen that setup. Martin, look at the indicators. Didn't I say we could probably start the curl back on up with our 9 and our 20 and start the curl right back above that 50? Did I not call it? I called it. I told y'all. I told you. That's why I wouldn't chase it. That's why I was like, I had to make sure to see where we was at. Who was gonna win? The Bulls or the Bears? You remember I told you it was right in this little area, in this space, we was gonna either get a squeeze up or a squeeze down. That's why I had both of my lines in play. Boom. Told you. I told you. That's why I kept my line in play. I wasn't taking my line off because I knew something was gonna happen. Because I was like, normally on Fridays we get short squeezes. Because that's why I wasn't like, we shouldn't be dropping just yet. I'm like, nah. Normally we get short squeezes. That's why I was like, ain't no way we just drop it straight down today. I'm like, we done ran up towards these highs. I'm like, dude, it's definitely setting itself up to go back up. Because I know once you rotate it down, you're going to eventually rotate yourself back on up. I knew it. I told you. But I called it. I called it. Didn't I not? Y'all can't say I didn't call it. I was watching both Trey Life, J24, Tom's, Marty. Did I not call it? Did I say I was keeping my eyes peeled on these indicators for a possible squeeze? They can move back up towards the upside. Did I not call it? Did I not say that could possibly happen? And look at that. Indicators are curling. And like I said, what drew my suspicion was the fact is I didn't see a crossover. Like as we was down here and the indicators were laying on top of each other, one thing I drew that I was looking very closely at, I was like, we never crossed over the 9 MA underneath the 20 MA. I'm saying it's laying right on top of it, and we never crossed. I'm like, wait a minute. And again, another thing that drew my attention was that I seen buyers in pre-market already. I seen number green candles in pre-market, and then we get this little dump on off. I was like, something ain't right. I was like, something ain't right. So I'm like, that means that knowing that we had all these green candles here, buyers, that means this is the demand zone. As you pull back down, all you do is see the pullback area and look, demand zone, because you had buyers. So all you can see clearly, look, if you match your green candles up to these wicks, buyers, pushing it back on up. So that's all I did. I was like, that's crazy. But I caught on to it. I knew something was up. Now, this is going to be the trick area here now. Keep your eyes peeled, team. So, let's see what's going to happen. So, right now, we are pushing back. We are back underneath that trend line. We still haven't broken it yet. We went above it, but we haven't broken it yet. Keep your eyes peeled. Let's see what's going to happen. So, now, this is the area you want to ask yourself. Yeah, we back up towards those pre-market highs. Now, can we get that breakout? Or will we get rejected underneath this downtrend and start to slowly reverse to where instead of getting a squeeze on up, you're actually getting a squeeze on down. So let's see what's about to happen. So right now we're in this tighter wedge, this tightest wedge in between the indicators. So right here you can clearly see this. Right here, look. So let's see what's about to happen. Look at the indicators. See how that space is getting tighter and tighter and tighter? Let's see which way. Which way are we going to go? Are we going to actually squeeze up? Or will we get rejected and actually come back down? So let's see. Keep your eyes peeled on this. So we did break out of our little channel that we were in this morning. So right now we are trying to test towards some highs. So look like it's trying to push up towards that 29.50. So if we can break out of that downtrend, we can definitely run up to 29.50. So that's why I'm just watching this little area right now. See, definitely keep my eyes peeled on this downtrend setup. Could we get the breakout? Or will we get rejected and come back on down? Because you got to still keep in mind that 50 is still above your head. Still keep that in mind. That's why I just want to see what's going to happen. Are we going to squeeze, or will we get rejected and come back down? Let's see. What we need to do to stay on top of this? What is the 50? The 50 is at what? 529.14. Where we at right now? 529, underneath 529.14. So we need to break above 529.14. See, okay, I'm gonna tell you what would need to happen now to save the bulls. Break above that break out of this uptrend, this downtrend, and run up to 529.50. Now the reason why I say that, the reason why they would need to do that is because it's gonna force your indicators to move back up. It's gonna force your 9 EMA and your 20 it's gonna yank it. It's gonna pull it back up towards the upside. So you would need that, because what it's gonna do is gonna help yank it up and cross over that 50 SMA, which is gonna seal the gap. It's gonna seal the gap, because right now you still got a gap in between the indicators, between the 50, the 9, and the 20. So you still got a little gap in between, because anything can still happen. Now, if you get the squeeze on up, that's gonna force your 9 EMA and your 20 EMA to go up. So that means as it's going up, it's gonna seal that gap in between that 50, which is gonna make, see, boom. See what I mean? So again, what the buyers need to do, what buyers need to do is push though. They need to push up towards 29.50, because what they need to do is yank those indicators up towards the upside to seal that gap in between between these two indicators and that 50. They need to close up that gap to avoid any other pullback down or any potential fall. So as long, like I said, we can get these buyers to go on this squeeze, push it on up. It's gonna force these two indicators up. It's gonna force it to cross over that 50. So that's why I'm keeping my eyes peeled, because anything can happen still in this little small gap still. So again, we need to rip on up to yank these indicators up. So let's see what's gonna happen. So right now, where we at? We still ain't got the 29.50 yet though. We need to break out of that pre-market high though. So your pre-market high is here. We haven't broken above that level yet either. So we need to break out of the pre-market high, which is here, which you are still getting rejected underneath that pre-market high. So you need to break the pre-market high. So that'll be right here. So your pre-market high will be right about in this level here, around at 5. Oh, what the hell just happened? Wait, I see it, but what? Oh, I was wondering what the hell. I was about to say, why did it make two numbers and I didn't see the other one? Hold up, take that one off. Let's see, can we get that pre-market breakout? Can we get that pre-market high breakout? Right here at this level. Right about here. Can we get that breakout? Can we get it, team? Can we get it? Or will we get stuffed and come back on down? Because you got a small window of opportunity. Small window, because like I said, you got a small window because, again, you still got that gap in between the two. Got to remember that. You still got that gap because anything can happen right here in this little gap between the 90 MA 20 and that 50 until that gap is sealed off. That's why I say if you get that breakout, you're going to yank those bottom indicators up. You're going to yank them up to force it to cross over that 50 to creating the floor, pretty much. So, again, we need the breakout because other than that, that thing can easily come back down and start to reverse it back down towards the downside. So we need to break out. We need to push above that high. We need to break out of that pre-market high. Got to break it. Other than that, it's going to keep you right underneath that downtrend. It's going to push everything back down. It's going to push everything back down. Like I said, in that little small gap, anything can happen. Anything can happen just like that. We can move on up with a breakout, or we can come crashing right back on down. But due to the fact you got a gap in between these indicators still, that gap needs to close. And for calls, you definitely want to close it on the upside. For puts, you want to get back underneath and close it towards the downside. So right now, they're trying to, but they need to push. And again, they need to get that push out of this high, pre-market high day, because you need to turn that to support. You need to go from resistance to support, because other than that, it's still a brick wall that you're hitting. It's still a brick wall that you're hitting right now. Hitting a brick wall right now. You need to break it, because other than that, it's going to put you right back underneath this downtrend, and it's going to reverse it right back on down. So buyers would definitely need to break out of this what was the high on this? 529.30-ish mark, something like that. So it's trying to force it. It's trying to push. It's trying to push. I can see that. That bad boy is definitely trying to push. But you need to crack. You need to break it. Because other than that, you still got a gap in between these indicators where anything can change. When you can reverse right back on down still. See that? It looks like that 50 is getting weak. So let's see. That 50 is pointing down. So again, anything can happen like in a clear second, where you can get rejected, come right back under that downtrend, and actually reverse back down towards the downside. But we need that breakout. Other than that, you don't get stuffed. And you're in a crucial area right now. You're definitely in a crucial area right now. All they need to do is break out, get above the 529 level. Again, it's going to yank these two indicators up, and it's going to close that gap in between this area here. It's going to keep it above the uptrend, and it's going to close the gap between the 920 and the 50 on the upside. So therefore, you'll get a nice crossover. You'll get an indicator crossover. Because right now it's upside down. You 50, 20, and 9. Normally your blue is at the top, orange in the middle, and red at the bottom. But look what happened. You flipped over. So right now it's definitely trying to get the push. So we got to break out of that. We got to break out of that high. You have to break out of it. Got to. Because other than that, it's going to lead to some fear. When you start getting rejected, and you're going to slam right back underneath. And that gap still hasn't closed yet. Again, anything can happen in a mere second right now. So watch, I'm going to go as close as I can to break it down as much as I can to. You see that gap in between the 90 MA and the 50? You still got a gap that can still be filled on the downside. Again, we got to get that indicator to seal off that gap. Because other than that, you can feel it right back on down. That's why we need a hard push to break out towards the 529.50s, back up towards the upside. Because what it's going to do is going to yank the indicator up. So right now, still being hesitant at these highs. Still being a little hesitant at these highs right now. Because again, anything can happen right in this little gap. Again, anything can change real quick. Got to get the breakout. You got to push. You got to push. Buy got to push. I break down. I try to break things down to a science because, again, to make, looking at the stock market less complicated, because it's not complicated. It just, you gotta put things in a position, in a perspective to where it makes sense. It's slowly moving up though. This indicator, indicator slowly. Let's look at the value of the 50. The value of the 50 is 529.14, right? The value of the 90 MA is 29. So you're 14 cents off from one another. So in other words, you would need the 90 MA to increase in value to close out towards the upside. So again, the 50 is at 529.14. So it's 15 cents more valuable than a 90 MA. So right now we're squeezing. So right now we're just showing a little bit of value. Compare the values to each other. You want the 90 MA to be more valuable than the 50, pretty much. So that means that we're going up. That means that we're closing those indicators. Because if we could get the value of the 90 MA to be overvalued, to overvalue the 50, that means that the 50 is moving up. The 90 MA is moving up. So watch the value. Again, you want that blue indicator to overcross that red indicator. That's it. You want the blue bubble to cross the red bubble, because you want to show that 90 MA has more value, that is going back to its natural state, its normal state, in its rightful state, showing that is the most valuable indicator out of all the other indicators on my chart. It's more valuable than the 20. It's more valuable than the 50. It's even more valuable than the VWAP itself. But normally, again, when you can get the leader, the 90 MA, above all others, they're gonna follow. So again, we just have to show more value than the 50. Because if not, it's still gonna show less value, which that means the 50 is gonna stay above your head. So that's what we need to do. We got to see the increase in the value of that indicator to push it back up towards the upside. And as you can see, and you can see why we can't break out. Why can't we break out? Because again, your 90 MA is way down here. Normally when we go on those moves on up, your indicator is what helps SPY squeeze out. But look where your indicator is at. Your indicator is way down here, And SPY is trying to hit a brick wall by itself. It doesn't have any help. It doesn't have any help to push. So again, without that 9 EMA, it just hitting the brick wall by its lonesome. So what happens? It needs to return back to the 9 EMA because it needs to stay on top of it to help with the consistency, to help with the support. So if you notice, it bounced off of the 9 EMA and is running into a brick wall all by its lonesome. It's kind of like you jumping out of your car and your car is parked down here, but you running into a brick wall by yourself. You're not gonna have no impact with just your body. You're gonna need the car to create more impact, right? So SPY's leaving his car down here and trying to run right into a brick wall. You need the car to run into the brick wall with you. So in the indicator, again, value is all the way down at 529. You're running up at 531 by itself. It's not gonna last. It's not gonna last right now. It's not gonna last until we start increasing value. So right now you're just hitting the brick wall by itself. Brick wall by itself, brick wall by itself. And look where the indicator's still at. 529. See what I mean? And that's gonna lead to weakness. That's gonna lead to weakness. That means that it can't go up by itself. Watch, just keep on watching. You gonna see what I mean? Now once the MA increases, the 9 MA increases in value, moves up with it. Yeah, we can see a squeeze. But at this moment, you're going up towards these highs again without the 9 MA. Is this, see what I mean? See the weakness? It's just hitting the brick wall by itself, which is gonna 9 times out of 10 turn into a red candle. Why? Because it has to return back to the 9 MA. Because it follows the 9 MA like to a T. So you're way up here without your 9 MA, and your 9 MA is sitting here. What's gonna have to happen? You're gonna have to return back to it. So watch, just keep it on watch. So again, as long as that 9 MA sits up here, watch what's gonna happen. Watch. As you're hitting that brick wall by itself without no help. Without no help. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got the 50, but again, the 50 is normally your support as far as on the downside. I mean, the main thing that moves SPY up is what SPY follows is the 9 EMA. So just keep it on watch as you're watching this. I mean, could we bounce off of that 50 and run? Possibility. But if we crack back underneath it, it's going to go right back down to that 50. I mean, to that 9 EMA. Watch. Keep it on watch. Let's see if we're going to try to stay on top of it. But if not, you come crashing back on down. See what I mean? Boom. Let's see. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. As long as you can hold on top of it, it needs to stay on top of it. That's going to be the only line of support that you have until that 9 EMA moves up with it. See what I mean? Where's the value? See, and then it's losing value. Right now it's at 928.99. It didn't feel like it didn't lost value out of the 29 range. And then your 50 is coming down. See, it's trying to go up while everything else is not, while everything else is losing value. So see what I mean? Hitting a brick wall by itself without the help of that 9 EMA, it's gonna try to return back to it because it's gonna need it. Which means that you're gonna probably be filling that gap on the downside. That's why I'm struggling right now. Definitely struggling. Definitely struggling right now. Still keeping on watch though. Just watch this very carefully to see. So I'm trying to see how I can put this together. I mean, we still could get a squeeze, but again, we're gonna need those indicators to start the shift. We're gonna need to move it on up. We gotta close this gap, because other than that, you're gonna have room to fall right back down into this gap. It's gonna fill gaps on the downside. All right, let me see how everything else is looking on right now while this is setting up. See, still, what value at now on the 50? Still at 529. See what I mean? Look, look, look. There you go. It's gonna try to pull back down to that 9. Gonna try to pull back down to the 9. Gotta get, like I said, we gotta get that indicator to move up, because it got to increase in value. It has to increase in value, because again, if we can get that break, because we're going to have to break out of that pre-market high of day and get that push up to that 529.50-ish mark. I hate when it's do this. Trying to get the 50. I hate when they do this. All right, here we go. Back to normal. So I'm watching this very carefully because I want to see it. Like I said, you get that push, it's gonna yank the indicators up. But you got to get that push because we got to break out because you're running right into a brick wall right now. Sorry, what's the value in it now? Did it move up yet? Still at 28.99 value. What about the 50? 50 still at, yep, 529.14, still over there. Because it's trying to get that push. It's definitely trying to get that push right here, this 529.30 mark. It's trying to. But again, we're going to need those indicators to move up towards the upside because it needs to fuel us that support to start to create a squeeze between your 20, your 9, and your 50. Because like I said, if we don't get that crossover, it's going to eventually fall underneath that 50. Has the value moved up yet still? All right, we're back up to 29. Well, back down to 29. I'm sorry, 528.99. Because, I mean, it's setting up it has room to push. That's the thing. It definitely has room to push, but we need that indicator. We need that crossover. We need those indicators to move up because you see how it carefully follows that 9 EMA? You definitely need that 9 EMA to show value. We got to get back above 529. You know, see what I mean? Look, it's returning back. I told you. You see what I mean? When you got that little gap, it's going to fill it back on the downside. I told you. It's like, man, you just got to pay close attention to details. That's what I'm like. It needs that 9 EMA to create that squeeze. Because other than that, you're going to fill that gap between that 50 indicator, and that 9. See what I mean? Because you got a gap still. It hasn't closed out. That's what I had a feeling was going to happen. As it hit that brick wall, it's going to try to return right back to the 9 EMA. I told you. And look what's happening right here. You're curling. That's why I say you got to pay close attention to details, these things. And that's going to put you back underneath that 50, which that 50 is going to be back resistance again. See, starting to lose a little bit of value on that 9. 528.97. It's crazy. It's crazy to watch this, though, man. It's crazy to watch this. But like I said, as long as you can hold 528.50, Bulls still have a floor. The Bulls still have a floor because you're holding 528.50. 528.50 is definitely holding. So definitely you're holding that floor, trying to rotate up. So you already came down 528.50, 528.50. You rotated down. Now what it's trying to do is rotate itself back up. So what it's trying to do is rotate above that key level here of that 529.31 because that's your high day for pre-market. You hit, you fall, you hit, you fall, you hit, you fall. Let me see. Let me get a clear, accurate. What was the high on that? 528.33. So 33 cents I'm on. Let me see. All right, cool. So you've noticed you hit and then you rotate it down. And now you're trying to rotate back on up, but on the upside of 529.30. It's trying to rotate back this way. So right now we're underneath it. We're underneath that bar. So pretty much we're in this somewhat of this little channel. On my 5-minute, lots of lower shadows, meaning buyers are sitting around 529. Yeah, but like I said, your main area, 529 too. Because another thing you can do too is, Marty, is do this. Look at that old area bouncing. Look down here. And the reason why I got that line here is because you can see right here where we hit and we failed, we had to break out. So we go back across the board. What we did, we bounced. Boom, same area. See that? All I did was take that old resistance, go right back across the board, boom, bounce. So now, as we hold that floor, the next floor is going to be the 528.50, which we did come down. Held 528.50, 528.50, 528.50. So, we're still holding that uptrend. The uptrend is still holding. We have not cracked that just yet. But we have not broken out that downtrend either. So it's kind of like we still in that same spot still. See, look. Watch. It's like we're still in that same area. See? It's like we're still in between the downtrend and the uptrend. You notice that? We're still in between this little... But we're moving up. But the only thing about it is we are moving up towards the upside of that downtrend, trying to break out of it. So That's the only difference. So we're not at these bottoms anymore, but we are at these tops. So the question is, will we get that breakout? Because if we get that breakout out of that downtrend, I mean, we're getting a downtrend break. We're breaking above pre-market's highs, and we actually starting to move back up towards the upside. So that means we're continuing the uptrend going up. So that, like right now, we're still in a crucial area because we haven't cracked out of this trend line, and we haven't broke out of the downtrend. We're still in between this little area here still. I mean, we caught a nice little bounce and moved back on up. Now we're testing these tops right now. So that's just why, I mean, it's just sideways right now still. So, I mean, it's going to do something eventually because it's Friday. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, because you got 3.4 million contracts expiring today. So something is going to take place. Because right now, again, you're still back in this little spot. You're still back in this little area still. The downtrend and uptrend, you're still back in this little, other than, like I said, but it looked like it wants to break out of the downtrend and move up towards the upside. It looked like it wants to get that pre-market break. So that's why I'm keeping my eyes peeled to see if we're going to get it or will we dump. So one of the two is about to happen. One or the two is about to happen. Either we're getting that breakout or we're coming back down. I mean, it looked like it's setting itself up to go on some upside, but we just have not broken out of that area yet. So I'm trying to watch this as carefully as possible, because I'm like, you know, are we gonna get that breakout, or are we gonna just start coming back on down? You know, basically back down this way. You know, so are sellers starting to like take over for intraday, or will buy step in? It's the $1 million question. Because we only got one green candle, if you think about it. So far as intraday, we only got one green candle versus these red candles. I mean, we had green candles in pre-market, but I see more red candles in intraday. So that's the thing. I see way more red candles intraday than I see green candles. I see one green candle intraday. Everything else is still red. See? Boom. Need more downside. Still on that downtrend. See what I mean? Yeah. And here we go, cracking and losing that value again. See what I mean? Because the fact is we couldn't break out of that pre-market high. That 50 is still above your head. Now you're back underneath that downtrend once again. Lower day 28.30, high day 29.30 in a $1 channel. Yeah, I mean, it's just rotating. Yeah, you hit those highs, you back at these highs like we did in pre-market. All you're doing is, you know, you're hitting the highs and then you're trying to rotate back on down. You know, you ran up, came down. Ran up, came down. It's like you're still hitting around these same areas. Like I said, the only reason why I'm not jumping on push just yet is because that 9MA still ain't crossed over yet. So that's the only reason why I'm looking. The 2850 is still holding. These indicators hasn't crossed over just yet. I mean, now as soon as every time I open my mouth, it's like now it's more gnarly, like I want to start pulling. But again, I just right now doing intraday, I just still see more sellers than buyers. Because again, I only see 130-minute of buyers, and then after that, just sellers in intraday. So that's why I'm thinking, I think we may start to cross on the downside, Marty. We may potentially be crossing on the downside. I think we starting now. I think we may be getting that crossover. There it is. Boom. That's what I'm saying. That's why I had to watch both sides of the spectrum. I'm like, man, either we're gonna break out of that downtrend or we're gonna get rejected and come back on down. One of the two is gonna happen, because I know on Fridays is tricky. Tricky. That's why I was just watching. And like I said, the fact that we couldn't break out because the 9MA wasn't moving up. So that's starting to lead to more downside now. That's definitely leading to more downside. 30 then came out, then you lost 29, 529. Now the next thing that they're gonna probably try to take out is 528.50, because if we get more further pullback, you're going back down towards that 528.50. Man, it's just crazy. Like, it's like we're still in between this damn. Like, the only thing that's frustrating right now, team, is the fact that we're still in between this damn region here. It's like we're hitting these tops and yanking back on down, but we still holding. It's like I still see more. Funk that. I still see more downside. I still see downside, because I'm not gonna go with the back and forth. Intraday. I'm gonna speak intraday. Intraday, I still see more red candles. I still see more sellers on the intraday side versus buyers. I see one green candle. It just looked like we crossed over from green to red. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. It looked like we crossed over from green to red. That's what it looks like right now, more. I'm gonna just be honest. I mean, I was trying to give buyers a chance, but yeah, I just definitely see a red to green, a green to red pattern that we may be seeing more downside. So we may be soon cracking that 528.50 to a lower level. So I mean, it just looks bearish. I'm sorry. I mean, it just does. It looks bearish. I mean, you ran on up. Look right here, green to red, green to red. You had like a small window of opportunity for buyers, and then boom, bears came back in again. So yeah, I think we about to. I think yeah. Yeah, I think it's time to start gearing up for puts. I'm just gonna be honest. I think it's gonna soon be time to gear up for puts, buddy. Just gonna be honest with you. I think it's that time. So I mean, will we get bounces? Of course. I mean, you're gonna have another little window of opportunity. You're gonna get a little bounce, but I think it's time. I think it's time. Just gonna be honest. So you already had what, 30 minutes? It's a 30-minute window of just hit, fall, right underneath that area. So yeah, I think it's it. I think it's it, boss. So let me get myself geared up. So it looks like, okay, we found some bottoms down here. I'm looking at my contract right now. So I'm looking at my contract. Slowly pulling back. So it's trying to bounce. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled because I'm watching this area here, see? But I might be still leaning towards puts, man. Because I mean, it looks weak. It looks weak as hell. Even though we trying to hold this trend line, it's looking way more bearish right now. When you click, you just see this almost look like you want to set itself up for an M pattern almost. Because that's the first point. And then you get another point, and it looked like it's set almost like an M pattern. So basically this, then a nice little green, and then back to red. So it looked like that's what it want to set itself up for. Let me see if I see another pattern to clarify that. I just see more downside. I mean, the only other clarification is the downtrend itself. I mean, you can see that. I mean, the downtrend setup itself looks like you want to, like you just want to crack that bad boy. I mean, what you think, Marty? Oh, what y'all think, team? I mean, I want to hear y'all opinions too. Trey Life, J24 Toms. I want to hear what y'all think. What y'all think? I mean, it just looks like it still wants to go down, man. I mean, I just see a downtrend setup right here. From yesterday to today, it's just like a downtrend setup. Just gonna be honest. Let me double check though. Let me make sure. Let me look on my 180 because I want to make sure, because I know it's trying to. Well, no, we ain't got no support down here. The support is way down this way. Yeah, I definitely see it because I see a doji right here that could definitely lead to more of a pullback down this way. Yeah, I do see the set. Man, yeah, that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to just go in small. I'm gonna just test it. I'm gonna test it. So where's my bottoms at? I want to get as low as possible because, like I said, as it goes up, that's gonna bring my contract down. So I want to see it spike up just a little bit more, right where that open at. Yeah, cool. So I want to see it spike back on up. Let it push. Because that means it's gonna bring my whatchamacallit down. I'm trying to go in as low as I can. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I said, I don't know how far it's gonna push. Oh shit, I might have missed it. Ah, crap! I think I missed it. God dang it! I missed it. Crap. Yeah, I'm thinking 520. Remember, I told you the rotation around 525. Remember, I said that. Remember when we looked on the 180 chart and I said you was already rotating at the bottom of 525, and I said now it's rotating to the upward of 525, and it might rotate back down to 525. So, I think I might get a chance. Let me see. Is it gonna pop back up? Because right now we be we did hit the VWAP already, huh? No, we fell out the VWAP, but we ain't tested yet. Back up here. What is that? Towards the open, right? 528. I'm gonna watch my prices. So 528.8. All right, moving back up towards that open. Right where the VWAP is at. Where the VWAP is at? 87, almost 29. Oh, we're pulling back though. We are pulling back. Definitely pulling back. Is it trying to? Ah, come on. Watching them indicators. Watching them indicators. Still got them long upper shadows, man. This thing is irking my nerves with these damn upper shadows. I mean not upper shadows, lower shadows. Thing is really irking my nerves with this crap. Where's my lows at? I mean, I'm gonna just go as low as I can. I'm gonna just take a risk. I mean, I'm gonna just have to. How low? How much lower can we pull? How much lower can this bad boy go? Cause what would be a bottom on my put side? I'm saying if we do pull back all the way back down. Cause I see a long up a shadow, like it still wants to push. It's just the way that my put, the way that my chart is setting up on the put side, it just looks like, it looks like SPY wants to go up still. It's just the way that my put contract is looking. I mean, not the contract, but the chart is looking. Same area. See that? See them long upper shadows is at? See? Long upper shadow, lower shadows, lower shadow, lower shadow, lower shadow, lower shadow. You notice that? Like it's still in that same spot. See, that's what's making me hesitant on this damn put right now. Because I'm seeing these lower shadows. Marty, you notice that? Around that 2850. Again. Big red candle when it. Oh yeah. So let me see. Where's that at? Where we at right now? See, it's trying to push. Especially under that open. Can I grab it? Give me 7. Let me see. Where's the low on that? I don't want to chase that. Because I'm watching these indicators very. Cause look like that. Yeah, because the indicators start to cross. Okay, I do see it. Okay. So it do look like we. Okay, it look like we are going to have some more downside. What time it is right now? Yeah, especially because for puts, we definitely got to take out that 518. I'm sorry, 528.50. You know, these lower areas we had these bounces. We definitely want to take them floors away from them. Crack that trend line, because every time we like want to crack that trend line and go right the freak back up. So that's why I'm thinking like, okay, we do bounce. Where's it like? Where's gonna be that top? The next top? Are we gonna go back up to this top, or will we catch these tops and start to actually reverse? Because I want to make sure I nail that bad boy perfect, just perfectly. So it's gonna bring me back down. Okay, if I catch, all right, push. Come, I'm trying to get in this low. All right, we up. Here we go pulling. Where we at right now? 528. Yeah, see, that's the only, like I said, we kept holding this 528.50 mark. That's the only thing that was making me a little hesitant at first. Like, it was holding 528.50, 528.50, 528.50, 528.50. That just, I kept watching that, man. I'm like, I hate this crap. It's like, that's why I say I kept watching these lower shadows in the area that kept bouncing at. And for sure, 528.50 is definitely where it was trying to hold at. Because I'm like, I know these little They trying to set up bear traps somewhere. It's like I know you're trying to set up bear traps in some cases. I know it's like I know what y'all doing, and I've been watching that indicator that still ain't crossed yet. That's like I'm watching this indicator because I'm like y'all up to something. Because if you notice that indicator still ain't crossed yet, I'm like, come on, man. See that long up a shadow? You see what I mean? Like that's why I'm like, ugh, I kept watching that. I kept watching these low areas around this 520, around 528.50. I kept watching it over and over right here, over and over and over and over, and the trend line. I'm like, man, why are we not cracking this bad boy and staying underneath it? Like, why do we keep holding this area over and over and over? And it's like if you notice the bulls keep moving in every single time. They keep trying to add buying pressure to it, buying pressure. Like they're trying to create like some type of squeeze back up towards the upside. That's the only thing that's irking my freaking nerves. It's like I kept noticing that every time we pulled back down, it kept going back up right in this area. So now I have to look at these areas that's holding because I'm like, I wonder if they're trying to create a downtrend break because he's still holding above. What area is this? 2875. So let me move a line here. Watch. Let me show you what I mean. So if I go to 528, 528.75. Watch this. 528.75. So if you notice, it keep bouncing right in this little area over and over and over. Like it's trying to create like a little squeeze on up. Kind of like a... That's why I had to watch this. I had to watch very carefully. These patterns very carefully. And I was watching them indicators the whole entire time. I'm like, we still ain't crossed over yet. See them buyers coming in? You see that? That's why I was like... That's why I was hesitant on it. I was like, man, I was about to go for a put, but I was like, we could never crack this area. And we kept getting right back on top of this dang trend line. It's like it's trying to push up to a higher area. It's trying to go up high first before the pullback. And then the thing about it, the more it keeps doing that, is all it's doing is keep doing pullback failure, pullback failure, pullback failure, which is gonna antagonize the puts. Because it's like every time they pull back, you go back up. Well, I never jumped in. I never jumped in. That's why I kept watching my areas like very carefully. That's why I kept watching my areas very, very, very carefully. Trying to read this pattern very, 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 very carefully. Cause I mean, it looks bearish, but then again, you got those buys. They keep holding up these levels. You know, the trend line, the 528.50 is like buys keep holding up this level. They keep holding up this level. That's why I'm just watching this very, very carefully. Cause they keep holding this level for a reason, but. And I was watching this area too on my 180, because I was watching this to see if it was gonna actually get a solid red candle or was it gonna look like a doji forming right here. That's why I was watching this very, very, very carefully. I'm not saying it's not gonna go down, but I still feel like they're gonna push up first. That's why I was watching these buys. I'm like, they kept trying to hold a certain key level because I really was about to jump in on my put just now, but I kept watching. I kept paying close attention to this 528.50 that I kept seeing them keep trying to hold up in the trend line. It's like they're trying to go back this way. It's like they're really trying to do this downtrend break. Because if you notice, look, the buying pressure keep coming in every single time it wants to pull back. It pulls back and then buys will push it right back up on top of this line here. If you notice that, like they're trying to turn this area into support, and that's right where the open is at. See, it's like you pull back again. We do this once again. Yeah, this part is like definitely getting on my nerves. Cause right when I was about to go for a put, I seen that. I was like, nah. So I put it like this. The only way, I ain't gonna lie. as far as going for puts, it seemed like the best thing to do at this point is not chase these top. I mean, chase these bottoms. It's like more so chasing tops. I mean, that's the only way, because that seems like that's gonna be the only safest way. You know, cause trying to go in like in these areas, you know, you can clearly see where these bulls are sitting at, because every time we come down, they push it right back on up. It comes down, they push it right back on up. It comes down and push it back on up. So it seems like in order for us to be safe as far as puts, it's catching tops. You know, wait for it to pop back up to top areas and then, you know, catch those. But yeah, these bottom areas, nah. It's just tricky. It's very tricky to catch these. I'd rather wait for these top areas. Because I was shocked. And another reason why I was shocked is I'm like, normally on Fridays we get squeezes. So I'm like, where the hell is the squeeze at? Normally we get short squeezes and then we reverse down. It's like we haven't got like a good squeeze today yet. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, when is the squeeze going to happen? Because I was anticipating the squeeze, you know, back up towards the 530s, but we never hit that yet. We never got that squeeze yet. That's why I was anticipating, okay, where's the squeeze? When is the squeeze coming? Because normally we get short squeezes on Fridays. That's why I was just sitting here waiting. I'm like, they setting up something. Because don't get me wrong, I want to go for a put. But I just feel like they want to get a squeeze, like one last squeeze, like one push, and then go for it. Yeah, it's testing the VWAP right here, boss. Man, are we gonna finally get the pullback underneath to stay underneath? Because man, this thing is irking my nerves, like really. Because it's like they keep trying to hold up certain. You notice that they keep trying to hold up certain key areas. It's like it's just irking my nerves right now. Because that's why I got my white line. See where my white line is at? Where they keep, like, they look like they're trying to hold. That's why I'm trying to watch all my indicators to make sure everything makes sense. It's like, see what I mean? Look, see? See? That's why I told you, Golden. That's why I was watching this carefully, man. I'm like, it's just very tricky in this range. That's why I wouldn't about to jump in. That's why I say I'd rather catch higher areas versus these areas that can just be very manipulative. Because look, they look like they're trying to get right back above the open again. Where we at right now? Look, see, that's why it's in the green. 528.80. I mean, I'm sorry, 528.80. Man, this area is very tricky, man. It's like I want to. Yeah, this area is like getting on my nerves right now. It's very, 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 very tricky. See, what make me like I said, what make me feel more better too, if I know we get a closeout underneath 528.50 and we break this trend line. You know, we crack this trend line and go back down towards the opposite way. I feel more comfortable with that. But the fact is, we holding this down trend line, Golden and Marty, the rest of y'all, we holding this trend line still. So like we pull back, but we never got that full crack. It's like every time it look like it wants to crack, buys will move in and protect it. It comes down, buys will move in and protect it. Comes down, buys will move in and protect it. So it's like they trying to hold a certain price point at this moment. I'm like, it's just irking my nerves right now. That's why I say I'd rather catch tops than try to catch this crap here. Man. I just don't see no like actual setup still though. I mean, I still see it bearish, still bearish-ish. Oh, now you see what I mean? This thing is irking my. Now you pulling back. Yeah, this choppiness is just irking, like literally irking my nerves right now. All this damn chopping. Matter of fact, no, let me try something. Let me see if I can figure out a way without getting caught in this crap. Let me see. But, you know, being on the right side, let me see something. I mean, like I said, the tops, we already know the tops is protected. We know that for sure. So let me try. Because what area are they trying to hold? It's like right in this little area. Because every single time you go back up, go back up, go back up, go back up. It's like right in this little area here. Yeah, that's what I was waiting on. 25, 28, 50. That's what I think. You know, once that 5, 28, 50 crack, I mean, that's a wrap. But the fact is, we hold on this trend line still. You know, I mean, I'm trying to look at it from every angle. Because 5, 28, 50 is right here. I mean, we're not too far from it, but we just never cracked it yet. So where's these tops at? I mean, so right now where we at? I mean, look like we starting to flush down slow and slow. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna just chance it. I mean, I know it's gonna sound like a risk, but I think I'm gonna just, go for it. I'm gonna just have to just take a small risk. Cause I don't want to. I mean, I think we're gonna get a pullback. Like we're gonna get a pullback underneath that 528.50 in due time. Cause it look like it's. I mean, even on this 3 minute, like it's shit. See what I mean? It look like it's shifting. Yep, there you go. I was about to say, look like it's shifting. Never mind, it's already shifting. I was just about to say bumping. I'm gonna just go for it. Cause now I do see that H pattern. I do see an H pattern right here. I see it. I definitely see that H pattern. I see it. I definitely see it. Should have caught that first green candle. I should have just caught that one and just held it. You know, wait for that. That's what I should have did. It was, like I said, it was just so much freaking choppiness, man. It was just chop, 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 chop. I'm like, God, dog. It just was like nonstop choppiness. It was driving me nuts. All right, let me see what these lows at, man. I'm gonna just have to risk it, man. I'm gonna put in an order, just one, just to test it, just to see. This guy's pulling back, so it should pop up. Where's the open at? Is it trying to go back to the open again? All right, trying to go back up to this area. What, 575, 2875, 2875. So should that pull me back down? Trying to see if we're gonna get that push, that continuation push back on up towards that. See if we're gonna get rejected around these areas. I'm just keeping it on watch. Because it does still look, I mean, it still looks downtrendish. I mean, even though we're popping back on up, it just still looks downtrendish. It just do. It's going to be a little tough because I see it trying to push. Did it get it? Did it get it? Did it catch my water? Nope. Well, it might get it. It might catch it. Damn it, I think it missed it. Man, it's hard. It's the way my contract is moving. I'm putting it in, but it's like, it's getting on my nerve. Retro, good morning to you, boss. Man, I hope you also have a blessed weekend too as well, man, for the rest of the crew, man. Thank y'all so much for being here. I'm just trying to, man, this crap is getting on my nerves. I'm seeing it pull. All right, how much lower can we go? I'm watching my contract. What are we pushing at right now? 75? All right, 75. So I should be pushing my contracts lower. All right, well,
Retro Rover says, "Thanks, bro. What are you trading?"
Right now I'm watching SPY because I was trying to get this. I was trying to watch this little key area because like I'm not trying to get these bottoms, man. It's like I just feel like they're trying to hold a certain. This thing is driving me nuts right now because it's like I'm trying to find these initial areas, man. It's driving me insane. It's really driving me insane right now because we're back at this VWAP. And see, we still holding that damn trend. Ugh. I'm not gonna force it. I'm gonna wait. Cause this thing is just driving me nuts right now. Trying to just pinpoint this entry right here, just especially in this little area, is driving me crazy right now. Where we at right now? 28. Matter of fact, let me see something. Where's the rotating at? Rotator. Is this the rotating area here? So we underneath the rotator, right? When is the next candle? About 2 minutes. So what? Matter of fact, let me see what this new candle gonna open up. Cause right now they trying to close on top of this. All right, let me see what this next 30-minute candle coming. I'm trying to see if it's gonna give me a little bit of leeway or give me some idea what this next candle. Look like they trying to keep it up on top of this in about 2 minutes. Like they trying to hold this key mark, turn this into support again within 2 minutes. Cause you remember these candles are 30 minutes apiece. So it looked like they trying to hold it above that line for the next candle to come in. Trying to. But it still looks weak though, man. It's like, this is crazy. This is insane. This is insane. Crazy, crazy. What we got left? Almost 30 seconds for the next candle to come in. So after this one close out, look like it's trying to close underneath my line. In about 20 seconds, it's like it's closing underneath. 528.75. Yeah, so closing underneath, so that new candle is gonna be underneath it. So it's gonna have a resistance underneath this mark here. So let's see. In about 10 seconds, team, this one is gonna close out. Yeah, and then we're gonna have some resistance already up. Look, and the crazy, look, before the next candle come out, look. Hey, boy, they was slick with that one. They tried to hurry but close it right on top. Ah, they was slick. They was slick with that one. Oh, they was slick. I seen that one. I seen that coming. Let's see. Boy, they try to force that. They try to force the crap out of that candle. They try to look. See, I knew what they was doing. I was watching as this one was closing out. It started to hurt, try to push back on top of that trend line. I mean, on top of that channel. I seen that. I seen what they was doing. I was like, ooh, you little slick piece of crap. Where we at right now? 28.70. So so we'll be the next area. Oh, man, that jump was like fast, man. I couldn't even, man, it was hard to catch this stupid stuff. I just don't see no pattern for
Stream
me.
Elements says,
Oh,
enjoying the content? Show your support.
thank you. We know. Appreciate you. There we go. So now we pulling. There it is. Man, that jump was just irking my nerves just now. Now we about to crack this trend line finally. With another pullback. I mean, because it is making a count. Yeah, so it does look like it's gonna pull. I think we got it. I think we may be having the team. Yeah, because that's the second candle lower to that trend line. So I think this may be it. Oh man. I was like just trying to figure out when we was gonna get it. It's like, God, dog. Like it was like it stressed me out. Oh wait, hold up, let me see something. Did my whatchamacallit freeze? Probably why I can't see nothing. Oh no, it's the same one. 15 minutes. It's like, why I'm still seeing the upper shadow though on my the put side still. Like I need to put on my 30 minutes. Oh, that's why. I can see it better now. The 15 minute wasn't doing too much, wasn't doing crap for me. That's why I was missing the opportunities. I couldn't see it on my 15 minute. So it threw me off. All right, cool. I see it now. Piece of crap. Definitely see more green candles. I mean, on as far as on the put side. Oh yeah. Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna just push up, because I know what you want to do. Push up. So that means you're trying to go back up to where? Nope. This thing got me chasing this, swear, dude. Because now I can see patterns now. I mean, with, you know, now that we having a little bit more time, I definitely see this down. You can see a downtrend. I mean, you can definitely see fade. I mean, it's setting up for a further fade on down. You can clearly see that now. Now I think it's starting to reveal itself more. Let me set up my other one. Shit. Let me shoot. Sorry. That was a good contract. That one had 20-something thousand. I just want to lower it just a little bit though. All right, let me see. Let me try this one. The one that haven't went on a rip that I can still jump in on. All right. Damn it, it might be. Oops. Did it take my order? No. It might take it. Why is it not canceling? Did it take it? Oh, it didn't take my order. Crap, man. Here we go. Wait, why is my order still in there? Wait. Oh, I was about to say, why is it showing a... It did take it. What the hell? I wasn't even trying to do that. I was trying to cancel it. It took my order. I was not even trying to do that. It was like some type of delay that just happened. Yeah, I didn't even do that on purpose. That was an accident. That just happened. Wait, is it moving? It's like let me go back. Cause it started freezing. See what I mean? What the hell is going on? Bro, what is going on? I knew something wasn't right. That's what I'm saying. I had a delay on my order. See what I mean? Look, this is starting to... What the hell is going on here? Bruh. I mean, look, y'all my witness. Look what happened. Like, it just... Bruh, what the hell just... Yeah, look. What the hell just happened? Like, it just froze up. My orders are moving all over the place. Like, it didn't... I mean, I'm going up, but... Man, I don't know, like it just, I don't know what the hell just happened. Man, it messed up my order completely, man. It put me in the wrong area because for some reason this thing just stalled out. I don't know what the hell just happened. Man, that was weird. See, look at it. It just freezing a freak up. Bro, what the hell is going on here with this? Bro, what is going on? I know Charles Swire. I know they ain't about to start acting up already. Look. Bro, what the hell is going on with this thing? Dude, I'm gonna have to get out. I mean, just on the safe side, cause I don't know what the hell is going on. Let me just hurry and get out. I mean, I'm up in profits, but man, this is weird. Look, it keeps freezing. Yeah, I'll have to get out. This is weird. I'm gonna have to, man. I don't trust this. I mean, for that to be doing this, that's gonna mess me up, mess my money up. Nah. Let me cancel my buy. I mean, it went up though. It's spiking. Cancel again. it keep going up, like it keeps spiking. Man, this shit is weird. I got out, man. That was weird. I don't know what I had to get out. Man, I mean, I made a little small profit, man. I had to get out. I don't know what. Let me reset this thing. I don't know what the hell. It's like freezing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reopen it. Something just happened. Like, it literally just kept freezing. I was like, oh no, no, oh no, no, no. We ain't about to mess up my orders with that. No, nah, we ain't doing that. Oh yeah, that's how people lose money, man. Like, not, yeah, nah. I couldn't. I don't know what the hell just happened on that note. That bad boy just froze up on me. Messed up all my orders too. I mean, I made a small profit, but I couldn't. Man, it just really messed me up just now. God dang. I don't know what just happened. I think it just froze up. Bro, what the hell was that? See that? I could have messed up my whole play, man. I could have been still in my trade. Look, see. Boy, I tell you. Man, that's bull, bro. I mean, I could have. Yours was freezing. See, everybody was freezing. It just, man. I mean, I made a profit, but I didn't make a lot like I wanted to because I just had to get out of my damn play. Because, man, that crap just scared the hell out of me. Because I just kept seeing it freezing. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, oh, no, 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 no. When I see something like that, I bail out immediately. Because I don't know what's going on. Man, but I could have made more on my play, though. Man, it scared the crap out of me just now. Man, that messed up my whole play just now, man. That's some bull. I had everything. Y'all heard me get in. And then the crazy part about it, I had pressed cancel. When I started seeing it acting up, I pressed cancel like a long time ago. I had pressed it like 20 seconds ago. And then all of a sudden you heard it take my order 20 seconds after. And then, I mean, it took my order out of it. I mean, thank God of that. But I don't know what the hell just happened. I was like, oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, I don't play when it comes to my money, bro. Nah. Mm-mm. Right, I'm good. I ain't about to, nah. I ain't doing that. I mean, I still want to do a trade, but yeah, that was unfortunate. I mean, I could have still been in my play by the time. Look at this, and it's going down. Messed up my whole trade just now. Golly, man. Could have still been holding my position this whole entire time. God, that's messed up, bro. Like, they really did me foul on that one just now. Let me go back to the one I was recently in, that I could have been profiting on. Let me see where it's at now. Was that the one I was in just now? Is it spiking? Yep, look at that. I would have been up already damn near $300. Wow. Wow. Messed up my whole play just now. That's crazy, man. I mean, it literally just messed up my whole play. Because of that mishap that just happened. I mean, what's it, Balls of Borno? I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Hope I ain't butchering it, boss. But he just said the same thing. That, I mean, his just froze. So everybody TOS just froze. And y'all got to witness mine in live. Damn, that's crazy, man. Right in the middle of a trade, too? Yeah. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the next setup. That I wasn't expecting that to happen. That was scary. I got in and had to get out. Wait, let me see. I mean, messed up my whole trade, dude. I mean, messed up my whole trade. Man, are they getting that overwhelmed today on a Friday? That's insane. But team, let me run to the restroom right quick. I'll be right back. Again, if y'all have any questions, comments, or concern, do y'all want to stay on this chart, or do y'all want me to take y'all into the lobby real quick?
Do you know anything about the XX30 strategy?
No, boss. Don't even make me lie. I can look it up though. I mean, I can look it up and I can do some research on it. I mean, I don't mind. Let me matter of fact, let me write that down. I honestly don't know what it means, but I can look it up. So XXX strategy. So I'm gonna look it up, boss. Yeah. So what time it is?
Retro Rover says, thanks.
No problem, boss. I know y'all still trading. As I use the restroom real quick, do y'all want me to take y'all to my lobby? Y'all want to go to the lobby real quick, or y'all want me to stay on this chart? What y'all want to do? It's up to y'all. What y'all want me to keep it here, or y'all want me to go to the lobby? Why? Go to run to the restroom. Stay here. Okay, gotcha, boss. Gotcha. Well, we'll stay on here, and y'all can just keep it on watch. I'm gonna just run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Retro Rover says, keep it here.
Shout out to y'all. So, hey, I respect y'all wishes, so I got y'all. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna keep everything on. Let me go ahead and play the music up just a little bit, and I'll be right back. Let me move this over here. So I got music still playing. Let me put up the music just a little bit. So while I'm doing this, is the music up? All right, cool. All right. So yeah, let me run to the restroom, team. I'll be right back. Appreciate you. Peace. All right, team, I'm back. Yeah, man, that was just weird. Like, I mean, man, that's a good thing I got out of my order in time, but man, I wasn't expecting that to happen. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I know, right, boss? Yeah, so yeah, man, I'm keeping my eyes peeled. Let me see how the rest of the stock's doing. Yeah, SMCI still fell off of that downtrend. Lost down to 900. You lose 900, you got a further fade on down. How far can that bad boy fall to?
Stream Elements says, enjoying the content? Show your support by.
I know, thanks. All right, let's see. How far can this bad boy fall? I'm just trying to figure out because I wonder if I can make that trade up. I mean, even though I won, I'm one small. It wasn't nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a small little trade because I had to get out because the damn thing froze on me. So let me see. Where can you fall? You lose 900. 900 down to what is this? 890. See, 860 way back down here. We all starting to get rejected. How far can this bad boy fall? Damn, I know I should have cut those tops up here at 960. I called it out the other day. Should have caught the. I couldn't have did it anyway. That was in pre-market. Oh, I wouldn't have caught that. Yeah, I wouldn't have caught that crap. Excuse me. Oh, I'm turning the music down a little bit. Sorry about that. All right, let me. Damn. Yeah, that's why I say when you're doing options, sometimes it is hard to catch the good areas that you really want to get in. So sometimes you do have to set yourself up kind of like in a swing trade position because you got to kind of get like something like this where you can get in early, and just kind of see if it holds. I mean, because right there you can see a downtrend set up on Nvidia too. You can see this downtrend set up. So if you would have got in early and just held over, you would have been riding from the 958s all the way down to look. That's a $20 drop, really almost a $30 drop. But man, could have caught these tops. Could have caught these tops, man. It's all good. Amazon look like it's trending down as well from this top here. Do you think 528 will hold? I mean, we got a max. Well, they got a max paying to 513. I don't think we're gonna see no 513. Honestly, I was aiming. To be honest, Golden, I was aiming for I was really aiming for 525. I'm gonna break it down why I was thinking at 525. Damn, I should have caught Amazon too. That's on the downtrend. Man, all these downtrend setups. Let me see. Let me go to spots and say why I was thinking 525. Let me go to here. Like I say, excuse all the dang lines, man. There's so much damn choppiness. That's why I gotta keep creating all these lines, man. I hate that crap. I hate that for y'all that y'all gotta see all of this. Cause there's nothing but chop, 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 chop all over the freaking place. But oops, let me do that. Sorry, apologize. Man, I gave Charles Schwab a good shout out yesterday, man. Don't mess that up. Don't do that. And don't mess up my flow. Like right here, boss. So okay, let me take off this one and this one and just keep the 25 mark. So if you notice, see how we rotated around that 520, that 2570 mark, 525.70, how we rotated down. So I was anticipating we rotate up and then rotate back down to that mark. But right now, I mean, you do have room to fall back to this trend line, which is around, it's gonna be around 26-ish, 27-ish. But the only area that makes sense is down here, because that's where your old resistance is if you pull back down to this level. See, old resistance can be support. So the only decent area I see on this side, because you gotta remember, we're in a new high area. These are new high days. So this don't have any history, but this side does. So if we come back this way and we was to fall back down, the only area that makes sense now that has a past history is around this 525.70 mark where we ran up. That was our old high day, and we fell on down and we rotated back up to that 527.70 and broke out. So that area would make sense to me is that old high day that we had before we got a new high day, which was the 525.70. So that's what I was really anticipating to pull back down to this key level. And your indicator's almost like right around that area, the 90 MA on my 180 chart. So that's what I was really anticipating for a pullback down to this level. That's really what I was anticipating. So I mean, it's just a little tough right now to kind of pinpoint it, but that's what I was anticipating, a pullback all the way down, back down to those 25s, because you're only $3 away from it if you think about it. Because right now we're doing 28. You ain't got that far to fall. Look, you ain't got that. You lose that 528.50 or 528. You ain't got that much room to fall. Look, you got that much room to go. What, $3 down? Around that area. See that? You got room to fall. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to see if we're gonna get that rotation down today, or will it try to hold going into next week? But if we lose 528 today, I mean, we definitely can see that pull all the way back down to that area, close to that area. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Especially we crack that trend line, lose 528, you got room to fall back down towards these areas. So the only thing that's holding it up is this 528 area. That's the only thing holding it up. You lose that, you rotating back down. I'm just saying when it's gone. I'm trying to figure out like what these tops, like how high they try to push, because I already know that. I mean, everything else has been like pretty much falling. Nvidia, we didn't check. SMCI, we didn't check. What else was trending down? Was it Apple? No, Apple. Yeah, Apple was trending down. Yeah, Apple was trending down. Microsoft, downtrend still. Meta, downtrend still. I mean, you can see this. Look at this, downtrend. So it's like, that's why I'm anticipating, like, we should be seeing that. Like, SPY should be coming down momentarily. Because, I mean, we still in this somewhat this downtrend setup. I'm going to figure this out. Because you got to lose that 528. Then I'm definitely anticipating that 525 mark that we could possibly see. Because, I mean, that's the only area that makes sense, because and the reason why I said it, go to people. Yeah, I know. And look, I mean, that's what they got on the, whatchamacallit. They got 513. Where is it at? Unless they moved it. Yeah, 513. See that? Max Payne, 513. I don't think we're going to see that just yet. I mean, because you still got to get past the 520s first before you even see a 513. So that's why I think that was too far out of the pocket on that one. So I don't think we was going to see no 513. Nah, maybe like in the 520s, yeah, which we are in right now. But as far as 513, nah, not right now. That's a long way to go. Let me reset it. Let me see if they changed the prices on it. Let me double check right now. I went to Nvidia, not Nvidia. Oh, and don't forget, Nvidia's earnings are coming out. So It might try to pull back down too before the earnings come out. So they might try to pull down the low levels for a pushback on up. So definitely be mindful of that setup that could possibly happen on Nvidia. You know, it's because Nvidia's earnings coming out Wednesday, May 22nd. Did they change the prices? Now they changed it. Now it's 5:15. So for today, look, 5:15, and then Monday is 5:26. So that's what I'm saying. I can imagine a 525. See, I can imagine the 520s. But 5:15, not right now. Not that. That's too far down. But again, the 5:26, 5:25, I can imagine that because being in the 5:28, you're only $2 away from 5:26 and $3 away from 5:25. So I can imagine that. But yeah, all the way down in the teens, nah, that's too far down. That's why I just want to watch to see where this bad boy gonna push first. That's why I want to see where it goes. Cause I still think we're gonna come down. I still do. I'm just trying to figure out like when. At first, see, the game plan with me this morning was I thought we were gonna get a spike up first this morning, go back up towards those highs, and then rotate back on down. But it did the total opposite on what I thought it was gonna do today. It's like it got in a channel today. It's like a channel, yeah, up and down right here. It's like in this little channel pattern. So you rotate it up. You rotate it from the bottoms, then up to the tops. It's like right in this little channel setup. 29.33, right where those high pre-market highs is at. Let me stretch it out just a little bit further. Stretch it out. 5:20, 29, 33. Yeah, so look, this is all we did today. Look at this. This is really all we did. And if you think about it, that's only you ain't lying. It's only $1. 528 to 529. That's really only $1 move that the SPY did today. So, but it's still set up on a downtrend. Don't get that twisted. It's still, see your highs here, boom, you fall. Highs here, boom, you fall. It's still on a downtrend setup. It still looks downtrendish. Let me take this one off. See that? I do apologize. I pressed the wrong button. My bad. Sorry. I was trying to hit delete and I pressed the wrong button because I got the what you call them?
Hustle and Flow 666 says.
No, my bad, boss. I pressed the wrong button. I forgot I got the whatchamacallits in it. What you call them? Why I can't think of the name right now? Y'all know what? Hotkeys. Yeah, hotkeys. That's what I'm gonna say. Hotkeys. I was meaning to press delete and I pressed the wrong button. I wasn't paying. I was rushing too quick. I apologize. I'm sorry. I apologize. But yeah, right now we did was rotating within $1 channel. Yeah, all I did we just rotated. Look, Scrooge, even you see this. Look at this. From pre-market 528 to pre-market tops of 529. All we did today on SPY was really going in $1 movement. But I'm still not taking the fact that we still on this downtrend. I'm still watching that like very carefully. So I'm watching that downtrend and we still holding this freaking uptrend still. It's like, see what I'm thinking is at this moment, it's like, okay, is it really trying to set us up for an ascending triangle pattern where it's trying to get a squeeze out of that high? Because if it holds up, keep holding up that uptrend, break out of that downtrend, like, okay, if I move this out of the way, if you notice, look, you'll have an ascending triangle pattern. Especially if you hold this level here still, 528, and you start to push back up towards these highs, you'll be somewhat in an ascending triangle setup for the break above the 529 back up towards the 530s. So that's why I'm watching very carefully on which way this bad boy wants to go. Because it's like the buyers would not give up this trend line and they would not give up the 528.50. Because every time you pull back down, buyers will move in and recover 528.50 every single time. Look how many tries. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, and even in pre-market, 5 tries that they try to pull that down underneath 528.50, which just letting you know that those buyers are sitting right here regardless. So it's like every time you pull back, they're reclaiming every time. So buyers are sitting here. So obviously they have an agenda that they're trying to get up to a certain price level because they're not letting this trend line nor that 528.50 go. So those buyers are trying to push up somewhere first. Those buyers are definitely trying to push up first. So I still think they trying to get to a level before we get a nice pullback. And as you notice, look what's happening. Look, you're reversing once again. Trying to get back above the open once again, 528.81. As you can see, look at this. You hit, we lost it. Trying to get back above the open and the VWAP once again, because they're trying to push. They're trying to create a squeeze. See, the only problem was the squeeze didn't happen at the beginning like it normally do. We may be getting a squeeze momentarily. You know, we may be getting around lunchtime. We may be getting a lunch hour squeeze. That may be possible. Because look what time it is. What, 11:59? Almost, what 1 minute until 12 o'clock? So we may be getting a lunch hour squeeze. Rather than a early morning squeeze before lunch hours. So we may be getting a squeeze now. That may be happening. Because after all these tries of pulling it back and we failed each time over and over and over again, it may be setting up for a squeeze. Just letting y'all know, team. Because I was with y'all on puts too. I was aiming for it, but the main thing I kept watching was that trend line that never gave up, 850 that never gave up, and also that indicator that never gave up, that never crossed over. So that's why I was like, they up to something. Because look like, let's see, let's take a closer look on this 30-minute time frame at our indicators. So right now, your 50 is moving down, like it's coming on down, but your 9 and your 20 is still holding steady. If you notice that, it haven't curled down yet. It's just holding kind of steady as your 50 moved down though. Like for a simple crossover. So basically as that, ooh, let me see. Damn. Hold up. That jumped quick. God dog, I saw that. Damn, that indicator shot that way so quick. Goodness, I saw that. Y'all saw that? Y'all saw that? The minute I talk about the indicators, the 50's like shot that way. And then the 9 and the 20 went that way. They up to something. What are you up to? They trying to do something. They're trying to get a squeeze. They trying something. Something is about to happen. Oh, wait. Is the 9 MA look like it's about to squeeze now? I mean, on the downside now? Now we starting to get the squeeze back? Let's see. Can it look like it want to cross over now? Is it about to happen? Are we about to finally cross down now? Finally. Let me keep my eyes peeled on this indicator. I'm watching that indicator very carefully. It looked like it want to cross, but it's just still, your 50 is pointing down. Look at your indicators. Look. I knew they up to something, man. It's so, just manipulation. I knew it. That's why I kept watching that mark every time. I knew something. That's why I told you we never crossed over on the indicator. That 9 MA always stayed on top. If you notice, we never crossed over. Every single time it stayed on top of that 20. It never crossed over. It's like they gotta be up to something. Because they keep holding the trend line. They keep holding 528.50. It's like they trying to create a squeeze. Look at all these pullback failures. Look at this. Pullback failure, pullback failure, pullback failure, pullback failure, pullback failure. Held this trend line. Held 528.50. I'm like, they up to something. Look at this. It's like they trying to slowly rotate it back towards the upside. Man, that's what I'm saying. Fridays is the worst days to trade. It's like the manipulations is just insane. And you remember, Marty, I told you I kept looking at my 180 to see if we had a doji. You remember I told you I was keeping my eyes on this too? Right here. Where's it at? Remember I told you I kept my eyes on that candle right here, that little small candle, because it looked like a doji. Like a doji. Let me erase the lines real quick. But take this off. But yeah, see how I kept looking at that doji? I said it looked like a doji. I kept my eyes on this to see like, what are they trying to do? Because I seen a doji here for the downside. So I was like, I wonder if we're going for a doji back towards the upside. Because like, you got a doji here that pointed down, and it looked like you got a doji that's trying to point up. You see that? You see that? You got two dojis setting up. One pointing down and one trying to point back up. So that's why I was keeping my eyes peeled. It's like, are we going to get a breakout or are we going to get a continuation pull? Like, pull down. That's why I was like, this candle is just not doing nothing. Like, it's just still kind of... And the crazy part about it, this is the 1 o'clock candle. It's like, this candle is closer to 1. So that's why I'm like, from 1 a.m. to damn near 1 p.m., this is the furthest we went on this candle. Think about it. This is a 12-hour candle, and this is the furthest we went. I'm like, nah, something up. Something is up. Because other than that, we should have seen another red candle dropping this way. But they're holding these levels for a specific reason. Like they're trying to get it to push back this way. Because I see a doji again yesterday that was pointing down, and then looked like this doge is just trying to point up. So that's why I'm like, man, I knew they was up to something. I knew it. I knew it. That's why I kept my eyes on this. I kept my eyes on this the whole entire time, man. I'm like, they trying to go up. Because I knew normally on Fridays you get short squeezes. But again, we didn't get it this early this morning. So I was like, we may try to get a squeeze during lunch. We may get a lunch hour squeeze. Because look at all these lower shadows now. Look at this. Lower shadows, lower shadows, lower shadows, which indicates failure pullback, failure pullback, failure pullback, failure pullback, failure pullback, meaning that these buyers are trying to hold because they're trying to go this way, trying to break out of that. You remember when I told you, Marty, they were going to probably do a downtrend break. They were setting up for a possible squeeze. I knew it. I knew they was up to something. I was calling that to a T. I just didn't know when it was going to happen. Man, Fridays, I swear, is the worst. Yeah, that VWAP. Yeah, they retested the VWAP again. And not just that, your indicators are starting to slowly curl in between the, my favorite streamer, please don't tell Deck I'm cheating on. Your secret is safe with me, buddy. Your secret is safe. Secret is safe with me. But man, hey, I'll be hopping on yours. Then shout out to Scrooge, man. Scrooge be on his game too, man. Cause man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Definitely shout out to Scrooge. I went to his channel yesterday, and when I mean he was breaking down things to a science, and he had me looking at things that I wasn't looking at before. I'm like, Scrooge is on it. So definitely, man, y'all do me a favor, man. Give your boy Scrooge, give him a follow on Tradecaster. Give him a shout out on YouTube, and I will put. And Scrooge, I got you, boss. I'm gonna put your links in my. I'm gonna put your links in my chats so people can follow you and subscribe to you. You know, show some support, man. Cause you've been showing love to me, boss, and I got you back, man. I got you, man. Cause that's another good guy, man. Good trader. Break everything down to a science, and I'm a witness to it because I watched him yesterday break everything down, and he's on top of it. So shout out to him. I'm about to give him some love real quick. So let me give him a shout out while this is setting up. So damn, look, we still got to reject that downtrend again. Look, are we? Man, you see the manipulation? Oh my goodness, look at this. This don't make no sense. The manipulation is insane. Look, now we're going back down again. Look, this is crazy. It's like we keep coming back down to this line, go up, go down this line. It's like you keep rotating around this 528.75. You leave from it, you return to it. You leave from it, you return to it. It's like this 528 today is key for some apparent reason. 528.75 is key. Because it's like you leave from it, you return to it. If you notice, whether it went up and down, you stayed around 528.75. Look at this. Look at this. You leave from it, you return to it. You leave from it, you return to it. You leave from it, you return to it. For some reason, 528.75 is a golden number for some apparent reason. It's like when you're on the upside of this 528.75, you go up. If you notice, look how my line, look how it works well on this. Look at this. You stay on top of 528.75, all your bodies of your candle is going this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. So that means that if we're above it, then it works in the bull's favor. Obviously, now I'm starting to see what it's doing. If we go underneath it, it'll work in the bear's favor, but we have to close underneath that key level. So 528.75 for puts, we need to close underneath it. So if you notice, every time we're trying to close, it'll go back up, but it'll close above it. So if you notice that, you'll fall, but then those bars will push it right back above where? Around at 528.75, because look not the wicks, but look where the bodies of the candles are going. The bodies are facing this way, this way, this way, this way. But your wicks are facing down. Look, down, 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 meaning we couldn't close underneath it. So now I see what the key is. So the key for us puts is 528.75, because now what we need to do, now that I'm catching on to this pattern setting up right here, is we need the body to close underneath 528.75, because any other time, I mean, y'all see it too? Y'all see it, Scrooge, Marty, y'all see that? Y'all see where that price level is at? So now we need the body to close underneath 528.75, because now that's going to work in the bear's favor. Because if you notice, the body worked in the bull's favor because it kept going up, up, up. You notice that stayed on top, but look what's happening now. Now we're trying to create a body underneath that bad boy, which that can represent bearishness. So if you notice, look how I keep fighting. Look how the buyers keep trying to keep the bodies on top of 528.75. So now we found the key. We found the key, right? Now we find our pivot point. We definitely find our pivot point for today. We found our pivot for today. So bottoms right now, we got a channel of 5, that 528.75 up to that 529.33. So we definitely see the top portion of the channel. So what we need to do is figure out the bottom portion of the channel. So we got the top here. So we need to create another area down here because this is going to be your pivot. So you stay on top, you pivot up. You stay underneath, you pivot down. So if we do pivot down, where is the actual bottom on that pivot? Could it be the bottom right here, that 528 level here? So what can we do to figure this out? So I need to measure out this move because it's going to probably be a measured move. So if we take, let's see, let's do something real quick. I'm about to give you a shout out, Scrooge. I got you, boss. So let's take the measure move from this to this, right? And let's see if we can pinpoint the bottoms on the other side. So let's take the measured move of this and come down this way. So the measured move would be, yep, be around where this bounce at. Huh? That's tight, huh? So you see how I figured it out? All I did was take the measurements of this from the areas that they holding and the tops where we got rejected. All I did was just measure that move, and all I did was just bring it down to the bottom. And see, once you measure to the bottom, look where the bounce was at. Look at this. That's crazy, huh? So that would be, what is the bottom of this? So the bottoms would be what? Bottoms be 28.18 ish. So let me copy that price and make a duplicate copy on down towards the bottoms. So let's make a duplicate copy towards the downside if we get there, and go here 518. Boom, there it is. So I figured it out. Figured out the channel. Boom, boom, boom. I figured it out. All right, cool. I figured out the channel. I figured it out. I got you, you piece of crap. So 528.75. So let me make a duplicate. I want to stretch the line out all the way. So I figured you out. I figured you out, buddy. So 528.75, and all I did was just measure the moves from the tops and just measure to the bottom if we do pull back. So now I figured that out. So we got the pivot, which is in the middle. Got that. Now I can see it. Now I definitely can see the pivot. Yeah, now that makes freaking sense. I do see it. So all right, cool. All right, and then the tops that we never broke out was, now I do see the channel set up perfectly. It makes sense. Now I figured it out. Whoo! All right, team, we got a channel. Now I figured it out. So we figured out the culprit. We figured out the channel culprit. So now I do see the rotation, and I see the pivot point that it's rotating off of. So now it makes a lot of sense on why the bodies are staying above this price point, because as long as you stay on top of that price point, you got room to rotate up towards the upside. You lose that price point, you have room to rotate towards the downside. As you can see right here, you lose that 528.75, you rotate down to the bottom of this area, and then you rotate back on up. So if you notice, bottoms and tops. So I definitely see the channel set up now, which makes sense. Got it. So we figured it out, so we don't get caught in this bull crap. So I figured it out now. So downtrend is still ensuing. And we all started to crack underneath where? 528.75. But god dang it. Come on, boss. Let it go. Shoot. It's like they keep trying to keep holding it up. God, dog, let it go, man. Like Elsa, let it go. See what I mean? 528.75. Look at this. They keep trying to hold on top of it. For a reason. They trying to. Look, like I said, look where your bodies is at. Look on each of these candles. That's crazy. Marty, Scrooge, and for the rest of you guys, Hustle, Retro. Y'all notice that? 528.75, you notice the bodies of these candles always stays on top of the yellow line? You notice that?
CLKCEDES says, what's up, my BOI?
What's up, boss man? I see you. Hope you have a blessed Friday. Hope you have a blessed weekend too, boss. But yeah, but y'all notice, look at these candles starting right here. Here to here. So notice 528.75, you notice the bodies of the candles always stay on top? Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah. So if you notice, the bodies of the candles, which is the rectangles, right? The bodies of the candles stay on top of that. So that means that the bulls use this to the best of their advantage. So if you notice, none of the bodies never went underneath it. The only thing we got underneath were the wicks. So if you notice that, right? So it seemed like when the bodies are on top, or when you're on top of 528.75, the bulls take advantage of it for the upside. So if you notice, they're trying their hardest not to give it up to the bears because they know, and they know if we flip that upside down, we can get the same results of candles, the body of candles on the downside. So if you notice that all the bodies are on top, as long as you stay on top of 528.75. And if you notice, those buyers are trying their best to hold that level. Because every time you're pulling down, if you notice, they're trying to pull it right back on up. You notice that? Especially watching this red candle. Look at this. They notice that? Look. Every time they're pulling it, they yank it right back on top of it. So we found the support area, the area that they're trying to hold. But the question is why they're trying to hold it. That is the million-dollar question. Why the buyers are so persistent on holding this area. Why? Why are they struggling so hard to hold this? What is the point of that? You know? But at the same time, the bears are trying to take it out. The bears are trying to claim it. That's why they're fighting to close the body underneath it. Because the buyers know, you close underneath it now, that becomes the bears' territory. See? Boom. So let's see. How long we got left? Damn, we got 15 minutes. So if we could close underneath it in 15 minutes, remember, these are 30-minute candles. You close underneath it, that's going to create that reverse back down. So within 15 minutes, can those bears claim 528.75 and close the body now underneath the line? So therefore, that goes now to the bears instead of the bulls. So let's see. Within 15 minutes. Let's see. Look. See? Look, see? I told you. Look, those bears. Dude, those bulls are trying to hold it. Look at this. But the question is why? Why are they trying to hold this price point? Why are you trying to hold this level? Or better yet, why are you trying to hold this channel between 528.75 and 529.30? Why are you trying to hold this price point? You know, why are you trying to ping pong it here and here? Why are you trying to X out this area? Why are you trying to keep this area out of the equation? I'm talking about bulls. Why are they trying to hold this area in particular? Why? Why are they refusing to let this go? And you have to ask yourself, why is that? Why are they trying to let this go? I mean, not trying to let it go. But at the same time, I can see why they're not trying to let it go because they're still trying to hold that trend line too. So have you noticed that? The trend line never gave up either. The trend line is still holding. So if they keep holding this level, the higher that trend line goes. So the higher the trend line goes throughout the market, that means that they keep trying to go on trying to build higher lows. They're still trying to build higher lows this way, because as long as that uptrend moves up, so will this go up. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to stop it from turning into a downtrend.
Enjoying the content.
Oh, and I gotta give Scrooge. I got you too, boss. I got you too, man. I know I'm running my mouth, but pay close attention to that yellow line and see that those buyers refuse to let the bodies fall underneath that. You notice that, Scrooge? You notice that? You notice that, Marty? Y'all notice that? 528.75. That those buyers are refusing to close underneath it. Because other than that, underneath that yellow line, all I see is wick. That's all you see, but the rest of the body's on top of it. But it's like, why are they trying to hold this key level? What are their game plans? What are they trying to do? It's like, they holding this level for a reason. Why is the question. Why are you trying to hold this key level? Are you trying to stay at this level because you're trying to get a downtrend breakout because we're getting into a tighter squeeze? Is that the reason? Because that's what it seems like they're trying to do. Because if you notice, the more we go over this way, that space is getting tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. As long as they hold that level, they can't squeeze. So it's like, why are they so desperate? And y'all gotta remember, each candle is 30 minutes. So every 30 minutes, they're holding this mark. 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes, they're holding this mark for a specific reason. That they look like they're trying to break out and move this way. So they look like they're trying to go for a downtrend breakout as long as they hold 528.75. So that's what it looked like they're trying to do. Like they're trying to reverse it. But let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Because what can take them out though? Ooh, hold up though. That indicator's starting to cross over too though. Uh-oh. Let's see. I'm going as close as I can on this chart. I'm watching these indicators. That look like that 9 wants to cross slowly. That 9 MA slowly wants to cross underneath that 9. Let me see. What's the value? 528.98. And what's the 20? Oh, they at the same spot. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. That means it's going down. Oh, snap. I think we about to pull. The indicator's starting to cross. Team. Hold up. I see that 9 MA finally crossing. That 20. Uh-oh. Keep it on watch. Something about to happen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's starting to get tight now. I think they about to lose it. If that indicator crosses, they're going down. Uh-oh. Something is about to take place, team. Something is about to take place. Something about to happen. I seen it. I seen that indicator. I see that blue crossing right underneath that orange. That's representing downside. That's representing we about to pull back. Oh, snap. I think we about to get it. I ain't gonna lie, team. I think we about to get it. I started to see that. I was watching that indicator. Uh-oh. I think we may be getting that crossover soon. On the downside. Let's see. I'm gonna keep it on watch. I'm watching it because now you see how tight that space thing got now between the 9 and the 50? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It wasn't. Uh-oh. I think it's coming. I think it's coming. I think 528 about to go. 528.75 about to go. Uh-oh. That indicator is pointing this way. 528, I think, about to go. And I do see someone of a bear flag now. I do see a bearish flag. I do see someone of that bearish flag setup now. I see that long, you got that nice red candle that may be leading for a bear flag. Uh-oh. Let's see. Can we be getting it? I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on it. Let's see. Yeah, could we be setting up for someone of a bear flag going down now? Going this way. Uh-oh. Let's see, team. Because them indicators are saying otherwise right now. Them indicators on that 30-minute time frame is saying that it look like it wants to flip. Can we actually be getting it now? Because that'll start to create that ace pattern on a 30-minute time frame now. Now you get that 30-minute time, you'll get that ace pattern on down. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I'm going to stay on here. I know I normally get up at 12 o'clock, team, but I got to watch this. Let's see. Are we going to actually get that ace pattern? Are we going to start? Look like we about to start reversing. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Ace pattern, baby. Uh-oh, 10 minutes. Bears just got to stay underneath. Bears got to keep them underneath 528.75. Got to hold it. Got to hold it. There it is. I started to see that crossover. That's what drew my suspicion, too. I was like, uh-oh. I see that crossover. I see that 9 EMA crossing. Look at that. There's no way around it now. You crossing over. You crossing over. That means we about to start seeing some downside now. Oh, snap. There it is. I think we got it, team. I think we may have that. I think we may have it now. I think Bears might be starting to step in. That'll complete that ace pattern. That'll complete that ace pattern. And if y'all don't know what the ace pattern is, that's this right here, team. That'll complete this. That'll give you that H. Boom. That'll give you that. So let's see. Are we going to get it? Oh, snap. Let's see what's about to happen. And, what do we got left? Damn. I hate when that time takes so long. It's like, come on, man. All the Bears got to do is close it. Because if you notice, we had no bodies closing underneath this. This will be the first body closing underneath that 528.75. That'll be your first body. Let's see. Come on, Bears. Bears, you got the opportunity to take them. You got the opportunity right now within 9 minutes. All you got to do is close underneath that because this is a 30-minute time frame. You close, that's a wrap. That means now you can actually start reversing. See that? You get that body to close this way now, that's a wrap. That means there's more downside coming. That means, Golden, we may see that 525, buddy. There it is. I seen that crossover. I was like, there it is. There it is. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. I say, there go the cross. There it is. Well, right what we was looking for. Boom! Oh! All right, come on, Bat. What time it is? 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes. Come on. 8 minutes to close the body out. This will be the first body underneath that 528.75. Now y'all see it, Hustle and CLK and Retro. Now y'all see it? That'll be the first body underneath this red line, which is indicating a possible
flow 666.
Yeah. So now, if we get this body to close out that way, now we can actually be reversing the play. Now we're getting an H pattern that's pointing down to the downside. Ooh. Uh-oh. Pullback City. Here we come. We underneath that 528.75. What we got left? 7 minutes. I mean, that candle looks strong. That candle looks fairly strong right now. I think we about to be Golden. I think this is it, buddy. Marty. Scrooge. I think this is it. Finally getting out of this bullcrap area. I think we finally getting it now. There it is. I kept my eyes on that indicator throughout all of this. All I did was watch that indicator. I watched that indicator. I was like, I gotta keep my eyes on the indicator. Because I'm like, what time it is right now? 7 minutes? Come on. Don't give them no. What you mean? I think so. What you talking about? I think so what? You trying to be funny? What you trying to say? Man. That'd be the first body closing underneath this bad boy within 30 minutes of all of this crap. So that's what? 1 hour, 2 hours, going on, what, 3 hours? Now we finally, Bulls, come on, man. I mean, not Bulls, Bears. No, because, okay, think about it, Marty. Look how important this area was. Because, okay, in order for us to lose 28 completely, we already underneath 528.75. That was buyer's bread and butter, right? We underneath it. Well, we got 6 minutes left. As long as those Bears can hold underneath 528.75, take that floor away from those Bulls. That's one. Next, 528.50. That's two. 528. That's three. Because you can see right here. One. What was that? Let me stretch out. Where's that 50? 50. There we go. That's two. And then last but not least, 528. That'll be three. Gone. So, man, to get the party started, we got 5 minutes left. Those Bears need to hold that body underneath 528.75. Do not give those Bulls the opportunity to pull it back up. And you're losing that trend line too. Oh, yes. Everything's starting to set up now. Let's see. Keep your eyes peeled, team. Keep your eyes peeled. So now we're underneath the main area that was holding up the play throughout almost the whole entire day. So they done lost this area. This area gone because now your body is underneath. So we got 5 minutes left. Bears just have to close it. Closed underneath. That'll be the first body. After that should be a signal for us to start seeing some downside. So, and we need to lose this trend line. Close underneath all of that, man, we golden. We are golden. So how you can kill two birds with one stone is if you could get that candle to close underneath 528.50. 528.50. Because that's going to take out 528.75, and that's going to take out your trend line. That's going to be killing two birds with one stone. 528.50 right here. 528.50 right now. Look, boom. Let's see. Come on. Right now. I know, yeah, it's tight. Again, that's going to kill two birds with one stone. We got to take out 528.50. That's going to take out the trend line and that 528.75. Because all you got to do is take that floor away from them. Because you're already under the VWAP. VWAP, you're already underneath that. You're underneath 528.75. You need to lose 528.50. Because that'll be the third resistance. Trend line, that'll be the fourth. And then last but not least, 528. So you'll be taking every floor away from those buyers. Every floor. So right now, look where we fell down to. 528. We testing that 528.50. We need to take them out. Bears need to take them out. We already do not, man. What the Bears don't need to do is let them come back and get back above 528.75. Because that's gonna be a wrap. I'm telling you, they need to not avoid them getting back above 528.75. As long as you stay underneath that, keep that. Because now it's 528.75 is gonna be resistance. It's no longer gonna be support. Going to be resistance because that means now when the next candle come in, you're going to be hitting this underneath and the downtrend. Man, that was insane. And my downtrend still in motion. Look at that. Hit, fall, downtrend and still in motion. Still in motion right now. So downtrend is winning. Downtrend is definitely winning. I mean, because if you notice, that space is getting tighter and tighter and tighter as we get back down to these lower areas of golden. If you notice, the space tighter and tighter and tighter towards the downside. Especially again, you lose this area, boom. All you're doing is gonna see the rest of this floor right here. That descending wedge is gonna continue, and that's it. So right now, we got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes. So that's gonna be the start. First body underneath that yellow line. First start. So that means that's gonna lead to more downside, possible downside, because you done lost the main floor that was holding up SPY the whole entire time that those buyers were using. You took that main floor away from them. So that means now you're rotating where? Down this way. See? You're rotating up, and now you're rotating down. So watch the rotation. So now you're underneath the pivot, which leads to more downside. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that because we're about to be closing in 2 minutes. So that's it. You ain't got no other place but to go down. So keep your eyes peeled. Oh man, Scrooge, I gotta put his link out. I apologize, man. I was running my mouth, not giving my man his shout out, man. I apologize, Scrooge. I got you, man. I got you. I got excited once I started to see the play, man, because I was like, finally. I was like, finally. It's like, God. Let me give Scrooge his just due, man. Let me give him his just due. I gotta go to his page too. Then I gotta put him in my bookmarks now too. Scrooge is a part of my bookmark club. Cause in the bookmarks I got Deck, AK, Active, Caesar, YB, Mumba. So I gotta add my boy to it now. I gotta add Scrooge to the list. So easy to get to his account. To his lobby now. Gotta add him to the family. I got buddy now. Scrooge. Where's your I gotta find his lobby. Why I don't see his lobby popping up though. I don't see Scrooge's lobby. I'm gonna go through his whatchamacallit to go to his page. Cause that's the way to get to his YouTube. Oh, matter of fact, let me look at this real quick. Yeah, he has some very insightful information. All right, we got 10 seconds. Oh, and we're still underneath. All right, 10 seconds, team, before this candle closes out. Remember, 30-minute time frames. So let's see. If we stay underneath that trend line within 10 seconds, you're good. 10 seconds. Boom, noon, boom. There you go. So now you got two forms of resistance. You got the down, you got that uptrend, and you got that 528.75. So boom, resistance. So now everything should be working against you in your favor. As far as in the bad favor. Because now you're underneath resistance here, VWAP. So everything should be pretty much trying to push down. So now we're in the bad territory. Because we didn't flip the body this way. So this can be more of a put opportunity. So, whew, man. I'm hype off of this. But yeah, team, you got 30 minutes with me before I roll on out, man. About to soon be heading on out, today being Friday. But I stayed on because I wanted to watch this setup. So I wanted to help out the best way I can so y'all can take it from there and figure out what you want to do. Whether you want to continue to trade on a Friday or lock it up, wait till Monday. Matter of fact, before I even head out, let's what we got for next week on as far as the economic charts. Anything really important that we need to keep our eyes on? Next week. Let's go back right here. Damn, failed. Jerome Powell speaking 3:30. Jerome Powell speaks at commencement. No, that's Sunday. I'm tripping. Monday. Let's see. Damn, I got a lot of speakers on Monday. Next week. Good God. Got PMI data Thursday. I mainly see speakers Monday and Tuesday. A lot of speakers. FOMC minutes, that'll be Wednesday too. Oh, so that's gonna, we might have a lot of hype coming in Wednesday, team. We got the minutes of Feds. They got the FOMC meeting next week, and guess what? Okay, so we know we got the FOMC meeting Wednesday on the 22nd. What else is coming out Wednesday? What else is Wednesday? What else we got coming out that you might want to keep your eyes on? What else we got, team? Exactly. Go to Paquito. We got NVIDIA. NVIDIA earnings is coming out, and that's going to be coming out 22nd. So you can see right here, 22nd, we got the FOMC meeting 2 o'clock. And if I go to where's my earnings at? NVIDIA. Go down. And what do we have here? May 22nd, earnings. NVIDIA. So we got earnings and we got the FOMC meeting. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for Wednesday. So Wednesday's definitely gonna be a blast. Anything else after that though? PMI data and Friday just your normal durable goods and whatnot. So, but yeah, Wednesday is gonna be definitely gonna be some volatility next week because you got the FOMC meeting and you're gonna have NVIDIA coming out. VIX opens 2. Not sure if that will matter though. VIX. Appreciate you, boss. I'll definitely give it a look. Oh, and Jerhoff, I'm gonna be doing some. We'll be going over some lessons. Let me know if you're free this week. Tomorrow's Saturday. So yeah, I'll be jumping in on something Saturday. So might be around noonish, after 12. So once everybody wake up or whatever. So about 12ish, we'll knock something out. So could we see some more put opportunities? Could we be seeing some more movements down? So that does look... Okay, gotcha, boss. Gotcha. Because it does look like the market is slightly turning. Slightly coming on down this way. So what do we need to lose in order to see more down? That's 528. So we lose 528. That's going to pull us back down where? Towards that 525.70 mark. That area I told y'all that could make... That does make sense because that's our old high day. So we lose 528. We'll definitely come down to 525, which is all the way down here. That'd be this way. So the only thing that's holding you is this bad boy here. You lose that, flushing on down. Which nothing's wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a pullback. I mean, definitely get in on a pullback and set yourself up for a call for next week for a bounce back on up. So nothing's wrong with a pullback. So, but the way that this bad boy is setting up, it is setting up on a descending wedge because we're underneath that uptrend. So I mean, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gray it out just in case we do try to find our way back on top of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gray it out. So I'm gonna keep my line in place, but change the color to it. All right, take that out. So all we can just focus on is this descending wedge from yesterday's movement, as you can see. See that? Hit, fall, hit, fall, hit, fall. We're in a descending wedge setup that could possibly see some more downside this way. So, because we're underneath the trend line and we are underneath 528.75, which is now resistance that can now be used for the bears benefits, just like it was used for the bulls benefits when we were on top. So now this area can actually be resistance. And matter of fact, while we looking at that, let's see the indicators. Are the indicators still looking like we're going for some more downside too? Let's see. Yeah, your indicators are starting to move down all together. Because now you're going to have your 50 moving down. You already got the VWAP. So everything still seems to be pointing down this way. So I still see a little bit more bearishness. Because definitely now you're underneath this key mark here. So we may push, but now we're hitting into a brick wall. Because they done lost it. Because once their body closed, that's a wrap. Because now once you push up, now you're going into a brick wall now. It's no longer support. So I'm definitely watching that key level to see if they're going to try to push back up to that boy. Because that might be a nice little put opportunity. Nice put opportunity. Even though I should have been stopped trading. But, I mean, it just took so long to set up, man. That's why I had to wait. I had to wait on the dang setups, man. It just took forever in a freaking day. Yeah, so it's going to go up first. I mean, because, of course, again, now that we're looking at it upside down, again, you know how it goes when we get overextended on the 9 MA on the upside? You know how it gets overextended and then come back down? Same way when we falling down. It yanks back up to it. Just like on the upside, you get overextended on the upside and it comes back down to the 9. Same thing on the downside. Get overextended on the downside, it comes right back to it like a magnet. So, yeah, of course you're going to get a little bounce back towards that area. But again, now you got a lot of resistance underneath your head now. I mean, over your head, I'm sorry. Because you got that 528.75, boom. What else you got? Indicators for them 9, 20, 50, and the VWAP, and the open. So you got about 3 to 4 ceilings above your head right now. So I definitely can see. So, and also let's look at it from this point of view. 1, 2, 3. Still seems more sellers in control as far as intraday right now. So we may see some more red. So it seems like you go from, wait, let me see. It almost seemed like you go red, red, green, red, red, green. So we're gonna see another red, then green? Because it seems like you get two red candles, then a green candle. It seems like red, red, green, red, red, green. So is this one gonna be a green, or are we gonna actually go to a red before we go to a green? Basically indicating more pullback. So will this one turn red as well? Once we hit here, start to actually pull back down? I'm trying to get the patterns. Because like I said, I see red, red, green, red, red, green. So I wonder if this one gonna go into a red candle eventually. You know, once you hit these highs and get a pullback, I wonder if you're gonna eventually go red. You know, on down. Yeah, man, if you would have caught these downtrend, like these downtrend hits, you would have been fine. Because every time you hit the downtrend, you come down. Downtrend, come down. Downtrend, come down. So that's why I want to keep my eyes peeled to see where we go from this point. See what's going to happen. We got 22 minutes left before this candle closes out. So let me see what's going to happen on this one. So 22 minutes. But yeah, team, I'm about to soon be wrapping it on up, man. I might just wait till next week. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I don't catch anything, I might wait till next week because knowing that we got FOMC meetings coming out and we got Nvidia's earnings coming out. So with that being said, could we be expecting a pullback until then where it goes down to some certain low areas before the earnings come out? Because right now we're at some higher levels, so we definitely gonna have to expect some pullbacks on Nvidia. So I want to see if we're gonna pull back down towards some reasonable areas before the earnings come out. Man, you too, Marty. I'm about to be rolling out too, boss. Yeah, because I mean, it's just like trying to see what we can pull back down to if we do pull back. That'd be way back down towards 85-ish mark, 885. From 885 towards these key levels before the earnings come out. I'm gonna see on how it's gonna set itself up going from Monday to Tuesday. You know, like what we hold, like what's some certain key levels we're gonna hold. Cause this is gonna be very interesting. Cause I definitely want to buy these tops. I definitely wouldn't mind a pullback, you know, and anticipating that we're gonna have a nice little movement back up. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled on that. Shout out to you though, Martin, man. I hope you have a blessed weekend too, boss. And I'm about to be heading out in a few minutes too, man. But I'm just going over these things because, again, man, it's gonna be up to y'all team, what y'all want to do. You know, try to give you the keys to it. You know, to see, you know, just kind of give you an idea, the perspective of, you know, where we're gonna go for probably the rest of the day. Because I mean, we do see a nice little downtrend moving on down towards this area here, down towards this area. We do see like a little downtrend setup on Nvidia. I mean, on SPY. I'm sorry. As long as you stay underneath this 528.75. That'll work in the bears advantage because now it's no longer working in the bulls advantage because anytime you was above 528.75, you bounced. Because like I said, the bodies were on top of 528.75. Now that we're underneath 528.75, now we can work in the bears point of view when we run up to it and actually reverse back on down. So now that can turn into a solid brick wall now. It's going to no longer help bulls bounce because you're underneath that frame. So now that can work in the bears advantage where you can start seeing some more downside. So that can work. Just saying. So, let me see. Appreciate you, AK. Thanks so much, boss. So we all pulling back. Ooh. Do they have any? You already know what I'm about to ask. Do we have? Let me take my. See if we have any. Oh, we do have options on that bad boy. Ooh. Wait a minute. So we do have options on that. How the options look though? On the put side, maybe? Put side. Let me see how the puts look. Because it looks a little kind of wonky. And also let me say my contract that I used today for my puts on SPX. And I'm going to use that one just in case. But let me see that FFIE. Let me see how it looks on the put side. I don't see a lot of volume on it though. Maybe I need to stretch it out a little bit further. Let me see. Let me go to... Nope. Damn, that's the only contracts they got? Let me see how they look, because the way that the volume is looking on these, they don't look a little strong. Oh, no, I lied. They do look nice. Huh. Well, could I take a... Huh. Matter of fact, let me reverse it. Let me reverse the chart upside down. Let me see how if I see it upside down, how it looks. See if I can get an advantage on it. FFIE. I'm gonna look at it upside down, you know, from a put standpoint, to see how much room that bad boy. Let me look at it from a put standpoint. Oh shoot. God dog. That's on a 12-hour? Good God. Y'all want to see it on the put side. Put side, goodness. But let me see if I use a 30-minute time frame. Yeah, that god dang. Ain't look too pretty on that one. Okay, I can see it on 30 minutes. Now, yeah, 30-minute time frame looks a lot better. Looks a lot better. Scrooge is July 4th p.m. Oh, since June? Well, what are he on a call? I mean, on a put, Gerhoff? Monday is a holiday for us in Canada, so might not be around. Gotcha, Marty. We'll hold it down for you, boss. And thank you so much for always being there for me, man. Appreciate you. I mean, it does look like a nice setup. Like you're coming from out of a downtrend-ish setup. It looked like it wants to reverse back up, though. I'm talking about as far as on the put side. So how much higher can you push? Matter of fact, let me look at the. It's just the highest this bad. Oh, we can go to 6 months. Okay, if I can get a put, I'll definitely go for it. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be the same. I might have to go with a lot more shares because I don't think it's gonna work the same as SPX. SPX, you already know, is a beast on that bad boy. Do the spy yank? Let me see. Oh, my fault. I told y'all, downtrend. I told you. As long as you stay underneath that 528.75, I told you it's gonna rotate down. That bad boy gonna rotate. It's gonna rotate. Let's see. Got that M pattern right there too. How high did we go? See, we ain't even tested. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. That means that we crack 28, we may see 25. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Cause I mean, right now it's definitely bullish. I mean, bearish. Definitely. I told, look, hey, I was right. Jerhoff, Marty, look. 1 candle, 2 candle, green. 1 candle, 2 candle, green. 1 candle, 2 candle. Look, I was right, so it did make a second red candle. God, So that was right. You remember I was playing around just now? I was counting the candles. I said 2 red candles, green. 2 red candles, green. And look, 2 red candles. And then 9 times out of 10, we're going to have what, a green? I was just playing around. I was joking. It actually did it. Wow, that's crazy. 1 candle, 2 candle, green. 1 candle, 2 candle, green. 1 candle, 2 candle. 9 times out of 10, the next candle might be green. So it's like 2 reds and a green, 2 reds and a green, 2 reds and a green. I can't make this up. I mean, I should have got in. I should have got in expecting this was gonna turn red. God dang it. I should have got in. I should have played that pattern just for the fun of it. I didn't know it was gonna actually do it. I was just joking when I said that, but it actually did it. That's crazy. It actually made that pattern. I'll be damned. I should have played the pattern. Like 2 reds and a green. 2 reds and a green. 2 reds, so that means that the next candle come in, it was gonna be green. So that means after that, following that candle gonna probably be red. Because that means you're going lower and lower and lower and lower. So 2 red candles in a green, 2 red candles in a green, 2 red candles in a green. So that means, should we catch the the green candle up and anticipating that the next candle gonna turn green? And I'm talking about like catch the green candle. I mean, in anticipation that the next candle after that's gonna turn red. That's what I meant to say. So red, green, red, green, red, and after the next one be green. That means catch the green candle in order for the next candle to be red on down. So could that be a strategy for us today? Instead of catching the reds, catch the greens. So as it goes up, that means the next candle, next 30 minutes after that could be red, red on down. So could the next candle after this be green? Catch the next green candle on high, and then for the pull back down. That looked like it sounds weird, but it seemed like a little trick to use. Because I mean, so far we had two red candles in a green, 2 red candles in a green, 2 red candles, and it seemed like 9 times out of 10 the next candle's gonna be green. So if we get it on a green candle, I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying, I might try it. I might experiment with that. So once these 2 green candles, red candles is done, that means we should have a green candle followed by 2 red candles. So that means jump in on the green candle because you're buying up in the highs in anticipation that the next candle after that would be red on down. What we got left on this candle? Shoot. About 13 minutes. That could be a strategy. For the day, I don't know. So far too. Oh, and matter of fact, before I head out, let me hook Scrooge up though. What is his Damn it, I forgot what his link was. Cause he's not in the lobby. I didn't see his thing pop up in the lobby. Let me go back to it real quick. No, I should have put a bookmark. Matter of fact, let me see if it saved in my history. History. I wonder if his name, if his thing will pop up in my history. Scrooge. No. I think my history always it erases. Damn. If y'all know his link, show me his link, because I want to put his link in my lobby to give him a shout out. Cause I don't see it in the lobbies right now because he's not on. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't see Scrooge in my lobby right now. Oh, I know I can go. I know I can go. I know I go to YouTube. Wow, check out that 5-minute candle, Lord Shadow. Wow. Yeah, because you bounced off that green line. Yeah, because that's gonna be your main support. That's the area you would have to lose. Yeah, of course it's gonna bounce because that's gonna be strong support. Remember, you gotta look at it from a channel. Remember, you rotate up, then you rotate down. Where's that area? Right there. Matter of fact, I can go to my YouTube. I know I can pull up his channel because I was watching him yesterday, and because I was giving him a shout out on my YouTube yesterday. So it should be in my history. So Scrooge should pop up in my history. Oh, thanks so much, Golden. Thank you. Yep, ain't want to play it. He trying to give him a shout out. Trying to hook him up. So Scrooge McBucks, let me give him so he can follow. People can give him a shout out. All right, so let me put his link together real quick. All right, Scrooge McBucks, that's my boy. Go to his live. Should I go to videos or just live? Live. Let me go to his live so it goes straight to his stream. All right, cool. So I can hook my boy up, man. I got him. And I'm gonna put his. Oh damn, he got off of the. Cause I wanna get like I said, I wanna give him some love before I head out. So let me give him a little link so far. So I'm gonna do it in my Tradecaster thing right quick. That'll be his YouTube. Again, appreciate you so much, Golden. Got you. So I'm gonna put subscribe. Shoot. Let me see. Subscribe at Scrooge McDucks via YouTube. Got you, buddy. Via YouTube. Boom. Got you. So let me hook him up to my other areas. So in case y'all guys want to check him out, like I said, man, I was gonna give my boy a shout out, man, because like I said, he came through showing me love. I gotta show him love back, man. It's only right. So let me give him a shout out real quick. So Scrooge McDuck. Subscribe Scrooge McDuck via. I don't think I need to put the ad on. I'm gonna just put his name on Twitch. All right, cool.
Jatrid says, Sisreeby Scrooge Max Bucks via YouTube.
Wait, what the hell did you just say?
Did
I spell it right? Sisreeby. Oh, crap. I didn't realize I put the B on it. My fault. I was wondering why he said that all weird. Subscribe. My fault. I got it.
Jatrid says, subscribe Scrooge Max Bucks via YouTube. Link Scrooge Max Bucks /streams.
Oh, I put it on the wrong thing anyway. I meant to put it on YouTube. My fault.
Jatrid says,
got it.
Sisreeby Scrooge Max Bucks via YouTube. Link Scrooge
I can't win with this damn thing. Anyway, y'all know what I'm getting at. So, keeping this on watch team. I'm about to soon be heading on out, man, because I think I'm gonna just be done for the day, man. I don't want to force no trades, but just watch the pattern setups right now. See where we go from there. Keep your eyes peeled on this 528.75. That's gonna be your main key. For puts, you want to stay underneath 528.75. For calls, you want to stay above 528.75 for the further pushback on up. So all we're doing right now is just rotating in this channel. We're going from bottoms to tops, from tops to bottoms. All you're doing is rotating in the same area where you bounced off before. This is your old support. So let me go ahead and start wrapping everything up. We're going to go ahead into the lobby, man, so I can get everybody their shout out, give them their love, and we're going to keep it rocking and rolling, hoping everybody have a blessed weekend, man. So let's go. Do I got my music playing? I do. Ooh, let me take out my shout outs. But shout out again for my latest subscribers and followers again, for Lambo Trading, for Sprite, The Right, and for Legend again, man. Shout out to y'all. Let me give you my little buzz again, man. Thank y'all so much for following, and also for my Twitch family too, man. Thank y'all for coming through, man, and giving your boy some love. So I'm gonna give y'all all a little buzzer right here. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all all well deserved, man. Love y'all to death, man. I hope y'all making this money too banking, and we're gonna definitely try to do the best to put money in y'all pockets. Bottom chops. I know, right? Go to Paquito. Shout out to you, boss. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. So close it out. Where's my shout out? All right, cool. But oh, and well, before I do that, let me for those who haven't seen the lobby, let me go ahead and show the people the lobby real quick too before I head out. Let me go to the lobby real quick. So for those who haven't seen the lobby, boom, boom, boom. I changed it up a little bit as far as the backboard, the YouTube thing, the little score. So yeah, I got my YouTube viewers on one side and the Twitch on the other side, so y'all can see who's showing love to me on all platforms. So, but thank y'all so much for everything. So now that y'all see the lobby, hope y'all enjoyed it. I did change the trailer though, so it's not just Deadpool. It's a trailer with different movies on it now. But I'm gonna add some more as we do go though. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all like it. So let's head back to the lobby. Let's rock and roll. Oh, I can close it out right here. I don't really care. I can close it out here. Don't matter. Don't really matter. Don't matter. So let me close it out right here. We'll make the best of it. Put on my little music real quick. Make sure I got some music hitting on. Where's my music list? I mean, where's my sound for my music? Ah, damn it. I can't find my music. Oh, I don't have it playing. My fault. Anyway. I didn't have it playing. My bad. But yeah, man, we'll just leave it right here, man. But man, I thank y'all so much for coming through, man. It's definitely been a blessing. Oh, AK, I did add your chart. Oh, no. Matter of fact, hold up. Let me see if I can let me bring it up. I got you. Speaking of that, I was still working on it. Hold up. I'm glad that you said that. I was just about to show you. I was about to show you a surprise, buddy. Hold on. I mean, I still got the old ones. I don't have the bike. This is what I had. Is this the one? Let me see if I can. All right, here we go. I'm still working on it, still designing it. So, give me a little minute. So, AK, what you see in the background? I got you, man. I got you, man. Oh, I gotta go to some other, whatchamacallit. I forgot. Y'all can't see it. God damn, I gotta go from one thing to another. Hold up. I forgot y'all can't see it. My fault. Yeah, anyway. AK, what you see right here, man? I got you. I got you set up. I'm still working on it, man. I got you. So, no problems, man. I got you, AK. You know how we roll, baby. I got you, man. I got you. Oh, man, you know I got your back. You always ride with me, I ride with you. You know how brothers do. You know how we do. So, yeah, team, definitely keep it on watch. Like I said, for puts, you want to stay underneath that 528.75. Calls, you want to stay on top of 528.75 to reverse back on up towards the upsides of 529. Ah, shut up.
Enjoying the content.
Anyway, let's go ahead and head back into the lobby, though, man. So I give my love and my shout out to everybody.
Link.
Shut up. Anyway, so let's head back. Let's go, team. Yeah! So shout out to everybody, man. Y'all got to see the lobby. I got to show y'all everything. We good to go. So you already know, man. Let me go ahead and give my shout outs to all my family real quick. Let me give a shout out to Hustle and Flow. Let me give a shout out to CL Seeds. You got to show me how to, if I'm saying that right, man. Do correct me. Who else do I got? Retro, shout out to y'all, man. Trade Life, I see you in the building too. Tom, shout out to you. J24, shout out to y'all. Also, let me go ahead and give a shout out to my Tradecaster family. And I already see my boy at the bottom already, AK47. Let me give a shout out to him. Had that barbecue and everything waiting for me, man, because we're going to be barbecuing, eat some crawfish, tan it up. You know how we do. You know how Southern brothers do. But Golden Paquito, I see you in the building too, boss. I see you. Let me give a shout out to Golden Paquito. Thank you so much for coming through, for alerting. JS11, shout out to you for coming through as well, boss. Jerhoff, I see you in the building as well. Who else we got in the building? Marty's always a pleasure, boss. I think he left already. Who else do I have in the building? Scrooge is always a pleasure of having you, boss. Thank you for coming through. Let me see. Man, Boss of Barner? I'm hoping I'm saying his name right. Shout out to you, boss, for coming through. SK46, shout out to you for coming through as well. One Shot Foods. Shout out to you, Forge. I think Forge, if I'm saying this right. Man, y'all with these names. Loliando Trader, shout out to you, boss, for coming through. Who else do I have in the building? I think that is it. I think Golden Paquito already gave you your love already, boss. Yeah, I think I get everybody their shout out today. Because I know it's gonna be a light pack today. I think I got everybody for today. Today's the 17th, right? I'm just making sure I got everybody. 17 to 16. Just make sure I got everybody before I roll out. That's all I'm doing. Just make sure I got y'all. Because I want to make sure I'm showing. Oh, Charter Queen was here earlier. Shout out to Charter Queen. Charter Queen came through here already too. Make sure I got everybody. I think that's it. Yeah, I think I got all of y'all, man. I think I got all of y'all. Yeah, so again, man, thank y'all so much for coming through, man. And again, man, do your boy a favor. You're loving the content and you learn a lot from this, man. Definitely like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow, help get the name out, help expand the community so we can help other traders, man. Because I'm having fun with you guys, man. I enjoy making money with y'all. Y'all enjoy making money with me. I make sure that y'all on the winning side of things, that y'all not overlooking, overthinking. Tomorrow I will be doing my trades talk. Going live tomorrow as I do my lessons, for my subscribers. So I will be getting ready for doing that tomorrow. So do be on the lookout. We will be going over some things, setting ourselves up for next week's play, which again we're gonna be having videos, earnings coming out, and we're gonna be having the FOMC meeting coming out. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. But man, shout out to everybody. Congratulations to the traders who traded. Shout out to the traders who didn't trade, who sat on their hands, waiting for the right setups. Just waiting for the play to come to them, pretty much. But I will be back Monday, Monday, normal time, 9:15 Eastern, 8:15 Central, and we'll be knocking it out of the park, team. But I do hope and I wish everybody have a blessed weekend. And as we go into next weekend, get prepared to make some more money. And hope y'all, get to spend time with your family, just enjoy your life, outside of the market and whatnot. But you already know what I'm about to say before I head on out, team. Maximize your reward, minimize your risk. Always put grateful over greed, and you will succeed every single time. I will see y'all and catch up with y'all Money Monday. Until then, I do hope everybody have a blessed and happy weekend. Let's make that money next week, team. Peace.